The general strategy is to either destroy the enemy before being attacked, or to hide behind other, stronger ally units.
I'm like a falling star, I burn alone. I've got a heart without a home. Underneath this empty sky, just waiting for a sign. And it seems to me that gravity has got its hold on me, but I'm about to break free. Mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Oh, mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Like a flare without a spark, a shadow wish into the dark. Far across the galaxy is where I dream to be. And it seems to me astrology has got its plans for me. I just gotta believe. Oh, mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Oh, mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Ooh, darkness, darkness. Into the light. Help me, help me. Mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Oh, mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Falling star, I burn alone. Got a heart without a home.
Who goes there? Why you dummies always coming in my lair like you want the smoke? All these wannabe heroes are never prepared for the nightmare and despair that they dare to provoke. Most folk are doing their best to avoid me. Floor full of bones of the people that annoy me. Every now and then I get a couple of daredevils with the audacity to think that they can destroy me. Good luck with that, man. I got panoramic vision, meaning that I can see in any direction with precision. If it's your decision to attack, I suggest that you come back when your plans had a bit of revision to it. Notably, you should accept defeat. Consider this your last opportunity to retreat. Repeat, that was your last chance to survive. I hope that you enjoyed your time being alive.
You foolish for ignore the warning. Now you'll be dead before the morning. You should've looked over your shoulder. You're in the eye of the beholder.
I am the tyrant, get it? I've actually been told that I'm a pretty funny guy. Wait a minute, what were we discussing? I lost my train of thought. Oh, that's right, you were just about to die. How can I forget that? It's my favorite part. The only thing left to consider is where to start. In addition to magical abilities, I'm smart. I can make your demise art. Anyway, it appears that the wizard in your party is a gnome who is worth about the same as if he would have stayed at home. I'll activate my anti-magic cone, and in a moment I'll turn him into stone. When the barbarian inevitably flies into rage, I'll disintegrate her with one of my eye rays. By the way, I haven't even begun to try. Fly by and take a bite of the fighter's thigh.
You foolish for ignore the warning. Now you'll be dead before the morning. You should've looked over your shoulder. You're in the eye of the beholder.
While the fighter attempts to collect himself, he bleeds out on the space I dismembered him in. I wouldn't waste time telling me your names. I can guarantee that nobody's ever gonna remember them. Then again, you'll be on the list of my victims at the bottom of a column of other anonymous prey. You should take a minute to reflect on the day and the last words you'll ever say. Time's up, you're the lone survivor, the last one left. And halfling rogues are admittedly deft, but you broke into my home and you've stolen my time. I'm afraid I cannot allow theft. Throw you up into the air with my telekinesis. Stinger of death to obliterate you into pieces, and that's that. Wink and a tip of the hat. That was good for my practice. Thanks for the chat.
You foolish for ignore the warning. Now you'll be dead before the morning. You should've looked over your shoulder. You're in the eye of the beholder. Yeah. You foolish for ignore the warning. Now you'll be dead before the morning. You should've looked over your shoulder. You're in the eye of the beholder.
Some see me as a cynic. They come in for the base, but they stay for the acidic. I've been on that paper chase, keeping pace for a minute, and I'm aiming to appreciate the moment while I'm in it. Genesis a menace on the mic, so sinister. You might get some venom from the bites I administer. Winner from the start, superstar with the finisher. I got a decent heart, but I'm hardly a minister. A bardic apprentice, I'm innocent as a lamb. Worm like I'm Dennis, I don't dare to give a damn. Firm in the philosophy, I am who I am. I'm a carbon commodity, I need to be verified on the gram. Tightrope walking the it and the superego. Lifeboat liable to fire the torpedoes. Keeping to the credo, I'm free to achieve the dream, or at the very least I can release some of my steam. Alignment is just a part of the process, and lately I've been making some progress. I'm finding the defining the balance of good and evil in people is nearly an impossible conquest. Regardless, stay CG, only way I know how to be. When I combine my child with OTIC, an outlaw like I'm Robin H-double-O-D. I made it through the rubble, now they got trouble with me. So we're supposed to be sophisticated, then why is 67% of the population undereducated? Emotionally incapacitated, historically opinionated characters end up assassinated. And that's okay with the people faking it day to day, capitalizing on capitalism. It's pay to play, waiting for data to make it fade away. Whether you admit it, we're witnessing biological decay of the human race. We're going to a new place, I really hope it comes soon. I don't do space, two-faced, trembling bass, running the rebel base, outpacing enemies in the interface. In your face like a zygomatic arch, I got them in lockstep, meaning my melodramatic.
Oh, hi. Oh, there we go. I see everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the game. The DMB up there is going to help us out with a little more detail about what we're all doing here.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then we'll break it down.
That's me. Thank you, Cucumber. So, hi, everybody. I'm the DMB. I'm one of the co-owners here of the channel, and we are very happy to have you here for Very Merry Jasper's Game Day. I'm going to keep my self-intro short and just give you guys a little bit of a heads up of what we're doing here. Of course, this event all goes to charity through Jasper's Game Day. All donations from Jasper's go to mental health and suicide prevention and awareness for teens and young adults. It's also obviously a very important cause, and we stand behind that 100%. We love Jasper's here, and we know that mental health is very important. So, regardless of what Cucumber here has planned for all of us and all of the things that we have planned for our characters, what's really great is that you all can throw any number of monkey wrenches into that. So be on the lookout in the chat. The link for our Tiltify to donate to cause absolute and utter chaos in this game will get dropped multiple times. But I will go ahead and now hand it back to Cucumber, who is going to tell you a little bit about what you can do in order to cause some of that chaos in this game before we introduce our characters.
All right, that's me. Here's all the ways that you can interact with us. We got dragons with red noses. Exactly what it sounds like. Won't you light my sleigh tonight on fire? Yes, that's what we're doing here. Dragons with red noses, $200. Chickens with angry eyebrows with Santa hats. That's gonna be $20 because you never want to anger the chickens. Because that's what if I learned one thing from Zelda, chicken's bad. Chicken's bad. Leave them alone. Let them peck. And wild magic at 50. We've already gotten wild magic unlocked. I guess I have a question about that once we get started. But and then we have a mimic at 75. We all know mimics. We love mimics. I love mimics. You can get a T-Rex in an elf costume for $100. You can summon a creature of your own choice. A challenge rating 15 through what is this 15 through 150? Oh no, it's for $150. Challenge rating 15. I misread that. I was like, goodbye, good night.
I see you, Matt.
You can heal the party for 50. That's a valuable. You can give advantage to any player for 10, disadvantage to the DM or a player for 25. And I added one that I brought with me from my channel, which is my favorite thing, which is you can give one of our players DM powers for 1 full minute, which lets them take over the story until this sand timer runs out. Anything they say goes, and I just have to deal with it. All right, so that's what this is for. That's it. This is it. You see it? It's great, and that's what we're doing. So my question for the wild magic, because sometimes I do wild magic, but I hit everybody with wild magic. Is it like, am I randomizing for one person, or is everybody getting a wave? That was my question.
It is DM choice on this one.
Holiest of molies. I'll pick one of yous. All right, we'll start light. We'll start gentle. But before we do that, let's go around the table. Let's introduce ourselves. Let's introduce our characters, and then I'll set our little stage for you. We'll start. Let's do clockwise. Starting. Is it Michael? Mika? Sorry,
Yes.
I missed it.
Michael.
Michael. Thank you.
I'm Michael Wayne. You give me a clip, I'll give you a chip. Tonight I'll be playing a blue-green, a sea elf artificer, here to just help you out.
Love it.
Hey everybody, my name is Renee Beauregard. I go by he, they, and today I'm going to be playing Greg, the fairy, who goes by he, him. And yeah, my dress is pink, my wings are pink. We don't talk about it.
All right.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sean. I'm from Paradise Productions. I'm the creative director over there. And today I will be playing Edward, the small tabaxi blood hunter.
Yo.
Hello, I'm Angela. She, her. I'm playing Shoal. Also she, her, a Triton hunter, monster hunter ranger. First try at this. So hopefully I'll live. Kill me, please. Thank you.
And I'm Steve, otherwise known as Storyteller Steve from over on Vancouver by Night. And today I'm playing this guy right here behind me, Malik Greybeard, the Dragonborn barbarian who actually has a gray beard. And that story will probably come up during the course of play.
And I, as I said, my name is Brandon. I go by the DMB on all of the interwebs. Today, I am playing Julian Froust, the Air Genasi wizard.
I love it. I'm Cucumber. I'm a he, him, and I'm obnoxious. And I'll be running your game today. And that's what we're doing. So let's set the stage. So you're all from roughly the same place. It's this long stretch of land. It's usually very green and warm and peaceful. But for one night a year. Snow falls, covers the ground, covers the trees. Only one night in the entire year in all of this land. And you call it the Great Dusting. The other wonderful thing about the Great Dusting is that every season, the Wintersmith is his name. And he bangs his hammer upon his great anvil on the top of the mountain. And everyone knows and hears that that next morning, they will be granted gifts. Wonderful, beautiful, wondrous gifts that it's happened every year and it has never failed. But this night, you heard no hammer. It's just the dusting. It's just cold and dark and lonely. You don't hear that metallic ring echoing through the valley. Just silence, wind howling through the trees. And you're not alone here. Many of the villagers are out there. They're pulling their children out for their very first dusting that they're safe to be outside for. They're listen for the anvil, they say. No anvil. No Wintersmith. No gifts. No peace. And it's getting colder. You all recognize each other. You've met seasonally every now and then. How do you all respond? How do you greet each other on such a strange evening?
Well, that's weird. Isn't there supposed to be he like holds up his maul, which is right over here. It's supposed to be a thing.
Yeah. That is weird.
I mean, it's kind of weird that there's no clanging and banging that I'm used to. It's like, it's how I feel secure about myself and my masculinity. It reminds me of like who I am and what I represent.
Greg, we all know that you're not just about the clanging and banging. How you doing, by the way? I almost didn't see you over there. It's been a while.
Well, I know I mean, I'm fluttering every now and again. It's a size thing, I know, but it's nice. It's nice to see you too. You look nice. You're looking like you're eating right, and he like pokes you kind of like in the peck. You're taking my notes. I'm really proud.
Yeah, I mean, lots and lots of veggies for sure. Mushrooms. Too. Yeah, veggies and fungi.
Yeah, and then Greg points at like all of you and the water. You're drinking your water. And he's like nodding, making sure everybody is like, and he just kind of looks back at Malik and just kind of says, "We've talked about this."
Yeah, I'm carnivorous.
You still need water.
Not really.
Not really.
Kind of.
Like, technically, no.
Not really. I'm trying, though. I'm trying. Plus, it kind of puts out the thing.
Oh.
Wait, really? Wait,
Can you believe this guy?
Oh, really?
I wouldn't. Are you
Yeah,
trying
but-
to be a bit of insulting there?
I know.
'Cause, like
Water.
I come
really.
from water.
Mm.
Like
Yes.
Well, the
Scales.
fire. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
You see a little
Yeah,
lantern
does it
kind
come
of
from
shine
your
on
stomach?
everyone's face from Edward's staff, and he kind of comes up and says, "We all know we need water. We all know we need water, okay? I don't think that's what we're here for. There's no hammer, no gifts."
Ah, yeah, that's right.
The hammer,
Well, who's
right?
gonna
The
do it?
hammer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That hammer.
You hear coughing from a couple buildings down, and there's a small child with a crutch, and you know him as Minute Mitch. And his... Please, all I wanted was a shine in your crutch for the dusting. Please, that's all I've ever wanted. The clickety-clack with the best of them.
Poor man.
Hey, white Mitch, why didn't you come and talk to me sooner? I would have helped you out, my boy. And he Greg is just going to fly down towards Minute Mitch, of which he's seen many a year. And so what he does is Greg starts to fly down to the cobblestone and do so in like a spiraling fashion as he casts Druidcraft, and he starts pulling up this like sprig, like this limb of an oak tree that all of a sudden like gnarls at one end and sticks out to the side. And I'm like, listen, Mitch. And he just kind of like leans on the little sprig that he's pushed up so that it like cracks off. You just need to come and talk to me. I will give you the crutch.
That's so kind of you. Thank you. It's like you've got the Wintersmith's heart in you all by yourself. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and he just hugs. He latches on to Greg. And he's a human child, so for you, that's still quite a big embrace.
Mitch, you're very large.
I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
Oh, so I shouldn't have built you one. I'm sorry. I guess I'll just throw this one in the trash then.
No, please. I'll have an indoor and an outdoor. Listen, I'll take them all.
Okay.
He's got a point, Blue Green. You did a great job. Look at your craftsmanship.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Look at that. It's even got my face in it.
Oh, I tried.
The attention to detail is stupendous, Blue Green.
Staggering.
Little Mitch.
Staggering.
Poor little Mitch. I could have smuggled you a crate full of those, darling. I'm sorry.
No apologies. I'm just more concerned about the Wintersmith.
Do you like sweets?
I love sweets, yes.
Okay. Look, I got this lovely chocolate thing I've been working on here.
Be careful. They might have spices in them.
I don't spice my chocolate. Not like that.
What? It's not a common thing that you have in chili in your chocolate?
Oh, that's delicious. Thank you so much. I guess, you know what? Forget the Wintersmith. I've had the best dusting ever. Have a great night, everybody. Click, click, click. He goes inside.
Thanks for coming by, everybody. We just succeeded in our.
We've beaten the story.
Well, I still think we need to go to the smith there because.
Yeah.
Well,
we solved one
need to
kid's
have the
problem.
clanging.
It's not. Yeah. No. Let's go. Why don't we go down there? Why don't we go to the the Wintersmith's blacksmithing hovel, and we go in and see what's going on?
Oh, I guarantee it's Yetis. It's definitely Yetis.
Hey, that is discrimination against Yetis. They are kind and fluffy creatures.
Well, if it's Yetis, gets out her bow. Let's go. No.
All right, you start heading up toward the mountain, and another T-Rex. Thank you very much. Thank you. And as you head up, and people know why you're going, so people in the village are very grateful to you, and they pour you all out a delicious cider mead or cup of hot chocolate, whatever you prefer. And as you're walking up, and you're sipping in your cup, you just hear, and a ripple appears in each of your mugs.
What?
Jingle, jingle, jingle. Jingle, 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 jingle. And cutting off your path is a giant T-Rex in an elf costume. Thank you, chat. Thank you very much. And I'm still holding on to that wild magic, kids. I'm saving it. Thank you very much for that. And let me find it. I have it up. Let's just roll for initiatives, please. And remind me very often because I can't write.
You got it.
Right.
Just for flavor, like Blue Green is right about to hand them one with a big straw.
I'm gonna say animal handling with disadvantage, and I'll tell you why after.
Fair enough. Like their initiative was 7. I just wanted a flavor for why it was bad.
Sure.
He's in an elf costume.
Sorry, so what?
That's a 13 with disadvantage.
Oh yes. So you do hand over a large mug, and the T-Rex accepts it graciously, and then it tries to bring it to its mouth and gets enraged all over again. Smashes it on the ground because he can't. He's like, bashing himself on the other side of the chin. Very upset. Right, lovely. Would someone be able to type those in the notes or the
yes,
thingy for me?
sure.
Thank you. Thank you. And then I think the T-Rex is going last. Nope.
I got a 21.
Blue green's going last. T-Rex is right before blue green. Oh, no. Well, lovely. All
Greg's
right.
always been slow on the take, okay?
I'm focused on other things.
All right, Julianne, you're up. Oh, sorry, no, Edward. Edward, you're up.
Oh yeah, Edward would go into fight mode right away because he's a blood hunter, and he would just this little basically a kitten looking guy. He's probably like 3 feet tall, plump black cat with his little staff. Pulls out a rapier really quickly and just immediately charges forward, yelling as loud as he can for an attack. Oh, for a nat 20 to start off.
Awesome.
Amazing.
So he is a very successful cat.
Very good.
All right, so that
Love to see
is going to be a 18 points of damage. Wow, that's a lot.
Snarls and snaps. All right.
And and Edward's just like, on guard, and he'll jump up and go for his second attack and gets a balanced universe, a natural one. Again, a 3 foot tall cat going and stabbing the leg of this T-Rex.
All right, I'm gonna interrupt initiative for a moment to do the wild magic, and I'm gonna say you accidentally stab one of the bells on the elf costume, which rings with this magical ding-a-linginess. And roll me a D100, please.
You got it. All right, that is a 40.
Nothing could go wrong.
40.
It's gonna be.
Oh,
Can I get a
nice.
T-shirt that says "Magical Ding-a-Linginess"?
Yes, please.
Yep.
Hopefully it comes in toddler sizes. I'm very small. All right, so 40. A burst of glowing fireflies appear and swarm around you, protecting you. This lasts for 1d10 minutes. While the effect is active, you gain a +2 bonus to your armor class, though you have disadvantage on stealth checks.
DM, may I?
Yes.
Is it 10 million fireflies?
You would not believe your eyes, but yes. It's 10
Oh yeah,
million.
Edward is immediately distracted like any cat would be in this and is batting at the fireflies. I have a serious fight to do.
God, kitty, God.
Now it's Julia.
Oh yes, that would be me.
Oh, yeah?
Julian is rather confused at why this large, small-armed reptile has suddenly appeared, and is going to attempt to cast a scorching ray at it.
Nice.
Just second level. So that is a 21 to hit.
That'll do it.
Okay. And it takes 11 fire damage.
Nice. You've singed his little costume.
And I don't have any bonus actions to do, but I definitely will, take a few steps back and get away from it. It has very big teeth, and I am smaller than it is.
That's a good instinct. It's a good instinct. All right, next up is Malik.
All right. I would like to rage,
Good.
and I'm going to cast. Being a barbarian, I have a very limited spell set, so I'm going to cast Maul. Just hit it with the Maul. Really, that's basically what he does. Here's my attack on that. There it is. Ooh, that is a 15.
Ooh, that will hit.
That does hit. All right.
Yeah, big target.
And 13 points of damage.
Nice. This is another bell gets knocked to the ground, but thankfully no magical ding-a-linginess, just the average standard off-the-shelf ding-a-linginess. Lovely. Next up is going to be a shoal.
She'll pulls her bow out of her magical quiver. Well, I talked to you, darling, but you're not of the sea, and I can't have conversation. So I'm sorry about this. Bonus action, going to cast Hunter's Mark, and I'm going to take a shot.
Hey, I shouldn't root for this. It's just a helpful little elf. You don't know.
Don't want to hurt it, but you know. Oh, let's see if I could actually hit it with something. Oh, this is not helping.
In an elf costume is a dinosaur. He jingles his bells. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, the magic rings from his neck and his hat. I like the
Take full responsibility of that.
So yeah. That one.
Oh no! I like to think he's gotten so sick of people swinging at him. He just catches and snaps the arrow and he just chucks it back at you for one bonk damage.
Oh, don't.
I could quit it.
Not my fault. Your hands are small.
Oh no! Right. Oh, now it's his turn. Yay! Dun, 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 dun. So Edward, you have +2 to your AC. Don't forget, and he's gonna make 2 attacks at you because you're the one that's still there. Dun, 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 ding ding. Let's see if either of these hit. Does a 21 hit?
That'll do it.
And then the other one definitely does. Let me just roll damage real quick.
I have a question, DM.
Yes.
Can I see the party member of mine that got attacked?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Big bright kitty covered in fireflies.
Since I am a Path of the Ancestral Guardian Barbarian, I'm going to use my Spirit Shield to protect them for 2d6 damage.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Sweet. Now, because I don't know things, how does that work functionally?
Well, essentially, spirits of my ancestors aid me in my rage.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody probably would have seen this as Malik kind of snorts like smoke out of his nose, and then like various ancestor spirits come rushing up to protect. And as I guess the bite comes down, they kind of get their weaponry in the way to try to like protect the party member.
That is so boss. Does that change their AC functionally, or is that just like
no?
it from happening?
It would absorb damage for them.
Oh, cool, sweet, thank you. That would have been 33 piercing and bludgeoning, respectively. I mean, total. That's total.
I rolled a 10, so I guess 10 of that is protected.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, so 23 as it chomps you and then whips you with his big old tail.
Unhand me. I am a serious hunter.
Stomp, stomp, stomp. It is also quite enamored with the glowing fireflies, though. It's just watching them aimlessly. He's a little distracted. He might be a little too distracted, you might say. All right, moving down to blue-green.
Blue-green pulls out their crescent spear and does kind of almost looks like a magical transformation as their repulsal shield layers on top of their regular overalls like a light princess like magical outfit. So they back up about like 20 feet as that magical transformation happens before like they have the spear, and as it's returning allows for them to just like throw it with a magical gleam, throw it right at the dinosaur twice.
Nice.
Yeah. So that would be 28. Does that hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that would be, I'm guessing it doubles the damage since it's a crit. So 17 on the first one.
Nice.
I'm thinking because it has 2 damages, one for 11 and one for 6.
Nice. Awesome.
Yep, and then I have another attack. And I don't think 11 hits.
Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. All right. The cute little green outfit is starting to turn red. The costume has seen better days at this point. Poor little T-Rex. Is that everything for your turn, Blue Green?
I believe so, but they had kind of like activated if the attacks pulsating shield is like essentially what they've activated with their bonus action.
Got it. Cool. Thank you. All right, Greg.
All right, listen. It's the whatever's happening over here is not happening in a way that I enjoy particularly. So I am going to take the opposite side of the foot that Edward is standing on. Hopefully to enact some sort of flanking bonus of sorts. I mean, I do happen to be a rogue, so it is advantageous of me to try and do so. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I am going to, with my arcane trickster-like magics, I will whip out my rapier, which is the size of a toothpick, and alight it with a thunderous magic. And I will say, "Avast ye!" As I stab the T-Rex in the ankle with my rapier.
Wonderful.
That'll be a natural 20.
Oh my gosh!
So, with Booming Blade, I get 1d8. With my Rapier, I get another 1d8. Because I am a rogue, I get 4d6 for sneak attack. And then all of this is going to get doubled.
Oh boy.
All right, guys, we're just going to let Greg handle this. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That right. That's 10 plus 2 is 12. 5 is 17. Times 2 is 34. Plus 38 total.
Oh. So you ever see like when you're, like in a craft class or something and you poke a hole in a balloon with like a viscous fluid in it and it starts to kind of spin around and you poke another hole and then it spins a little faster. You did that, but with an entire Tyrannosaurus Rex. It is just in all a shower head in all directions. It is pretty rough. And the poor guy just jingle, thump, as he collapses into the great dusting. Only to be frozen to be carved up for snacks later for this wonderful village. You all.
I forgot you had it like that, Greg.
I do, as the kids like to say, come with it. So ultimately, that is the way of business. At least we get some T-Rex jerky. That's nice.
Are we
What?
sure
What?
what if this thing did something to the Wintersmith? This is new.
You wouldn't. You couldn't say.
No.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that to me?
Do you check its teeth?
Blue Green is already heading over to the teeth just to kind of like remove some of the teeth, just kind of like pluck it out, and they have their emotional support.
Blue Green's got the right idea
robot
already.
Wiggles helping.
Sure.
You see any any clothing that the Wintersmith normally wears?
Oh, not yet.
Darlings, don't ruin the good meat. I can cook that.
I'm only
Chef.
focusing on the teeth.
The outfit you do recognize. It is the same costume the same clothing that his helpers normally would be wearing. The people who would fill the forge and pump the bellows and all that stuff. He sort of outfits them all in these green jingly outfits so that he always knows where they are and makes sure they're safe. He doesn't like talking much, so the bells help him find people, so he doesn't have to call out. However, no one has ever seen this particular fellow out doing this job before. It is quite strange.
Folks, is T-Rex people? Is this a people?
I don't think it's a people.
Oh.
Oh, no, T-Rexes aren't people. They're like.
Well, they can
smooth.
What
be.
if he was
Large.
a alpha?
Well,
I mean, if a druid came along and like magicked him, like yeah, maybe, but like not
Right, but then it
not
would-
your average T-Rex.
It
I'm a
would
little
change
dicey
back.
on cooking that.
no,
Would you like
It
to
is
make an
also-
wearing
investigation
clothes,
or
though.
medicine checks to see what you can determine?
Don't druids
blue-green,
only turn into like owlbears?
Exclusively.
are
blue-green
you
does
sure?
15 for their medicine check as they're
Oh.
removing teeth.
Wonderful. Yes, this is just a T-Rex. He has no business being in an elf outfit, like none whatsoever.
How did he even button it up? That's what I want to know.
As much
you're-
as I
as you
love
are-
to stand around,
He
and
must have had
mock,
friends.
right? Like this is amazing, and I want nothing more than to study it and find out why it's in the Wintersmith's costume.
As you're patting around the costume and getting a closer look, a little card falls out. No words on it. But when you pick it up and you look at it, you realize that there's a little drawing, and it looks almost to be like a toothpick, a little heavier on one side, and one carved crystal shape on the top of it. That's it, almost like a calling card. This is not the symbol of the Wintersmith. This is something new.
Do I recognize it?
Ooh, history check. Clive?
Does anyone mind if I take the clothing off this dinosaur as well?
He doesn't.
I don't
Like,
think he's
you're
gonna
gonna-
use this.
Pretty
know.
sure
You're
it's
gonna
not your
strip it.
size.
No, but it can make a nice tent, and that's why we got in there.
It's a lovely
or
fabric.
We can make a great sail with it.
That's true.
I got a
I,
It's a
17,
I
little
have
burnt.
no use.
17 on the history check.
17. Ah, yes. You did hear tell of a woman a long time ago who was trying to start a sort of competitive, festive business here in town some years back, maybe 20 years ago or so. You never met her, but you heard that she was difficult. And she didn't have the right idea in mind. She was all about making sure that she got what she wanted. And that was the main purpose of her workshop. So she would put people to work to make her things. And she would take things from other people to make her things better and her place better. She had a backwards concept on this whole thing. And you just remember everyone referred to her as Lady A.
Oh, Fi. Guys, I hold up the card. Y'all remember that whole thing about Lady A? Bad business and all, trying to take over for the Wintersmith?
I thought we were done with that. I thought that was over.
Yeah,
She
that's
was
like
the
good,
worst.
Yeah.
Lady annoying, you know.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, at least I got a nice deal on iron from her.
Okay.
I mean,
We should probably go check on the Wintersmith. Like, the T-Rex is not going to disappear, hopefully. So, it's cold enough that it's going to get preserved. So, if we need to come back later to
yeah.
harvest it, then it'll still be here.
I mean, it would be in our best interest to move forward.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Blue Green will follow, but the whole time she's trying to figure out how to incorporate the teeth into her spear to how to improve it.
Awesome. Lots of teeth. Yeah, you work your way up the mountain, and this path, though the dusting has just occurred, it seems that someone has walked this path recently afore you, and it's a little unsettling. There's no one moving up at the top right now. And the Wintersmith's castle is a weak word. Basically just a stone blacksmith shop. That's all it is. It's pretty humble at the very top of the hill. The fire, for the first time, is out.
Are there normally, like,
that's-
festivities or anything going on? Like, is the path normally, like, lit up or anything?
No, usually people leave him alone to do his job.
Oh.
So he's hammering away all throughout the night, and magical gifts appear to everyone nearby. And the next morning is usually when people will pay their respects to the Wintersmith. But they leave him to his toil in the evening times. Let him get to
But
work.
normally the smoke is like high in the sky. 'cause
Oh
it's
yes,
like
that's that's the first sign that he's great at that he's hard at work. And yeah, it's not present. And you can always see the glow of the forge from the window all the way down in the village.
And the clanging is not there. Clear indicator.
But someone has been here before. As Edward points to all of the tracks, we should be quiet. We should be hiding, moving quickly, stealthily.
Yeah,
Edward says while glowing in the dark, covered by fireflies.
and he runs off into the trees and is very obviously visible.
Edward, we can still see you. You're glowing.
No, I am invisible. I am hidden.
Okay.
Just let him have this
everybody
one.
just act like he's not there, guys. Just
I cat claw up into the tree and then I'm up there.
Where did Edward go?
You hear someone down in the village. Oh, look, it's the whippersmith again. He's back.
I give hope to the people.
How big are these prints that are leading up to the Wintersmith?
Oh, they're pretty. Let me find an actual word. They're pretty medium. They're medium, you might say. But they are heavy. They're deep. They even have sunk down the cobblestone below the snow. They are 3-clawed and pretty dense looking. Whatever walked here was not quiet nor subtle, but is also nowhere to be seen.
Blue Green is like really absentmindedly following these things while they're trying to improve their spear.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Malik, any relations?
I'm just gonna put my foot in the footprint to be like, does it seem like a Dragonborn footprint?
It does not. Similar in structure, but no, a little more flat-footed, a little even heavier than that. Like it would have been probably at least twice your weight to make this same indentation.
I don't think that one's one of mine.
Edward would jump down over and run over to those looking at the footprints, and lean down and just kind of press a hand in it. Not big enough for Yetis, but maybe I know what it is. Could I do some kind of investigation check as a blood hunter to see if I know what these are for or from?
Sure.
So now that you're out of the tree, the little kid down in the village doesn't
right?
see the light anymore. So they're like, oh.
That not a great roll. That's a 9.
All right. No.
Definitely Yeti.
You just you got your face up against the cobblestones. Just that's a lot of cobblestones. Yep, that's them, all right.
Certainly made by feet.
Real quick. So for Blue Green, how would you like to improve your spear with the teeth?
If you're okay with just if you want just to make this a little easier, it's always max damage, maybe.
Sure, do it.
Sweet.
It's the dusting after all. We're all in a giving mood. Do it. Yes, destroy. Lovely. So yes, the footprints are mysterious for the moment, but they do continue up toward the blacksmith shop, the Wintersmith's hovel.
As we are going up, and I'm just kind of looking these over. I don't want to do any kind of detailed investigation, but do do these look like any kind of magical beast that I might have studied before? Can I make an Arcana check to?
Oh yes, you may. Mm-hmm.
That is.
I don't have a poker face.
That is a natural 20, so 26.
Ooh. Well, good. I didn't need one. You recognize this once you put together the footprint kind of looks like Dragonborn, but I didn't cross-reference with magical creatures. Gargoyles. These are gargoyle prints.
Oh no!
At least 2.
Oh. Hey, Julian, what's the matter? You gotta.
Ladies and gentlethems, please allow me to enlighten you. And I don't know why I didn't see this before. I thought, well, maybe it was the T-Rex, but it doesn't match the width of the claws and the distance between them. These are gargoyle prints. We don't have a gargoyle problem, right?
Of course.
Do I look good? Because I want to make a good impression. If these
No,
are
gargoyles are bad, Blue Green. You don't want to make a good impression with gargoyles. They're
Yes,
mean.
you do. They're sexy.
No, they're
sexy
mean.
gargoyles.
They're so rude.
I don't know if you've met the
Savage.
same gargoyles that we have, Blue Green, but perhaps in some other universe, in some other major metropolis city, the gargoyles that you have met may have had that way. But over here, they've been kind of dangerous.
Dangerous, yes, but hot too.
I will not yuck your yum, but we will have questions later.
That's a conversation for a different time, possibly over ale.
We should probably meet the gargoyles first to determine the hotness scale.
Yeah, you're right. I just I wanted to make sure I looked good first, so that way if they are.
I mean,
up to
yeah,
something wrong.
preparation's a good idea.
Yeah, you've got to prepare from A to H. Absolutely. And Greg is going to start like flying just kind of low, following the just above the footprints leading up to the blacksmith's house.
Yeah, the footprints go all the way up to the door, which is exploded inward, just splinters, shards. Even some of the roof has collapsed down. The thatching is all frayed. It looks like my hair. It's just a mess, and it's all over the place. And again, no light inside, no sounds. There was a struggle. When you peek through the door, you see that anything that wasn't made of stone or iron has been absolutely wrecked. It looks like the Winter Smith put up quite a fight. You see hammer scoring in the sides of the walls. You see like shattered columns and all those things. He put up a fight, but he's not here.
First of all, your hair looks intentional and gorgeous. Hey, everybody else, it doesn't look good in here.
No, it doesn't. Like the hammers are not where they should be, for one.
DM, would a gargoyle be considered a monstrosity?
I think it's an elemental, technically.
Darn. I think enemy is monsters.
A monstrous elemental?
Why not? It's the dusting.
That's leading the witness.
Leading to a good time.
The one thing that stands mostly intact in the middle of the Wintersmith's shop is the anvil. This thing is older than time. Legend says it was birthed from the mountain itself for him to hammer, and maybe he was born with the mountain as well. But the other half of this item would be the hammer, and the hammer is missing, as is the Wintersmith. No hammer, no dusting, no gifts, no peace.
There you go, Blue Green. That Smith sounds hot.
Agree. But
Edward.
like anyone that can handle a good anvil has to be hot.
I agree.
Edward, I know that you got a keen eye for detail. Can you help me like scour this place, look for any kind of traces of what might have happened? For like maybe there was magic afoot too, so look for like residues of stuff.
Absolutely.
Things like that.
I'd be honored.
I'm gonna make an investigation roll.
I would like to help my fellow teammates here, and it's going to be in the most minor of ways. But Greg is going to like flutter his wings real fast and create like a disco ball effect, casting prestidigitation. Just kind of just try and lightly light up the area.
La, la, la.
Oh, absolutely.
La, la.
So yeah, roll it. What we got?
Dancing Queen, la-di-da.
Da, 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 da,
I got a 19.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, heck yeah! There you go.
You see,
So something
All because of the fairy.
something never
It was
truly
all
known.
the disco ball.
Oh yeah,
100%.
disco ball does it. It actually because of all the prismatic colors coming off of this disco ball. That's the reason this thing reflected properly. There is blood smattered all over this place, lots of it, but it doesn't look like any blood that you've ever come across, and it only reflects certain hues that are blasting out of Greg's disco ball here. So you realize, oh yes, what's up, Blue Green?
Blue Green with that information is going to try with their eye to do Arcana check with that information.
Love it.
If that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Okay. Yeah. So 17. You can now confirm this is Wintersmith's blood. You've heard stories of it. Somebody tried to sell you some when you were a kid, and you're like, nah, I don't believe you. And then you're like, that guy was right.
I knew I was right to buy it.
Can I do a survival check to see how much, if it's like a dangerous amount that he's lost?
Certainly.
Don't like the looks of that. That's a 17 as well.
It is a lot of blood, but rumors of the Wintersmith's strength and prowess and rumored immortality make you feel like this is just a bad day for him, and he's probably okay. But the fact that he's not here is the really distressing portion. But as you're pondering this, and the lights continue to dance around, and you start to look at all the you look out the window and you see that reflection continues down the other side of the mountain into the dark forest.
Not the forest.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to follow the trail.
Into the forest we go.
We're the only ones capable, so falls upon us.
Good thing is he's still alive. He's apparently too hot to die. So yes, let's go find him, shall we?
The way.
You do find a bit of a clearing, a path of sorts. People once have traversed this way a long time ago, but they started coming up the other side of the mountain when an older village moved. But there are statues that riddle the entire place all the way down. And there's two on each side for about a mile, it seems. And they're all, hold on, let's find out. They're all moderately sexy.
Is there like a sexy chart you just rolled on?
Yes.
Okay.
It's always a 10 for me. It's a 10 roll.
Nice. A D10.
The sculptor of these, they knew what they were doing. They knew.
As lovely as they seem, these might be our gargoyles.
I check the feet of every statue we pass.
They are all delightfully clawed.
Edward,
Careful.
you may be correct.
They are statues for now, but who knows when they might turn back.
I'm just
We should
going to
move
make
quickly.
sure that we're all aware that maybe they might, activate at some point. So,
Well, if you're worried, I can try to do as ritual identify.
That would just take. No. You gotta get in the forest. That would take a long time.
Again, that's why I brought it up. If you're worried,
No.
not too worried. I'm just making sure that we're all
You got-
prepared for the
That's right,
inevitable
we have-
moment when we are struck in the back.
Yeah, keep
Greg with us,
in the back
though.
of your head.
Greg took down that T-Rex, no problem. Greg can protect us.
That's famous last words.
well, Greg, if you're worried, you can always stand behind me, and I'll have my shield up.
Technically, dear, as long as I am behind anyone, I am behind everybody. Just size alone. So Greg is actually going to lead the charge for that reason in particular, and start following that trail of blood that goes through the woods.
Mm-hmm. As you bringing the light with you?
Oh yeah, disco ball in tow. Absolutely.
Wonderful. You make it halfway down, and then one of the statues reflects with that same delightful multicolored blood streaked all over its claws and its feet.
Culprit.
You're a jerk. I don't like you.
Hold on. It may not be of their own choosing, so it's best not to judge.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, and I'm gonna pick up a twig. I say twig, like a moderately sized stick. to match the moderate sexiness of these.
Was there a chart for that too?
Yeah, it's a D10 roll. And I'm gonna use the mage hand to just like. I'm not gonna aggressively hit it, but I'm gonna bonk the thing. Like I'm just gonna like thwap it on the forehead to see if it wakes up.
Okay. Oh, it's too slow. It wakes up immediately and it tries to grab the stick, but it misses. And then it just sort of looks up at you and locks eyes. It's a lot more attractive now that it's moving, by the way. He's like,
you've been a naughty stone man.
Who do you work for? Who do you work for?
I think it's rude to presume. Like, we don't know if it's a she or them.
The gargoyle puts their hand over the chest and like dusts off like a year's worth of dust, and you just see that same symbol that was on the card carved into their stone chest.
Oh, that
She's
lady
the worst.
A.
Witchery.
Where is she? Where is she?
Make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Yep. Oh no.
Oh no. What was my modifier? Please be good. Okay, that's a lovely little 11.
11. These two strong stone arms scoop you up as wings unfold and start to fly you in the correct direction. Yes, blue-green.
Blue-green's going to try to cast, if you're okay with this, Ray of Frost on the wings.
Ooh, all right.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does it.
Okay, so that'd be 9 cold damage, and it'll have disadvantage on its next turn.
Oh, nice. All right. Let's just scooting down. And as you all look back up the road, you see there are 3 more gargoyles missing.
Right.
They left though, right? They're not attacking us.
They're not attacking, but they are dragging your friend away. Edward is skybound and
I am not the house pet. I am not the house pet. Unhand me.
I would like to cast Maul.
And keep in mind, its speed is reduced by 10 too. So it's
perfect.
going slowly.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, not as fast. And feel free to jump in. I'm not for this. I don't need initiative. This is just do what you want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it with the Maul.
Do it.
Ooh, 23.
Yeah.
Or 11 damage.
11 damage. Nice. I'm gonna say you crack one of those frosted wings, and it kind of dips a little bit. It's going to be a little bit slower now too. It's starting to drag. It's barely off the ground now, Edward. Your toes are your little paws are just scraping the dirt as it's flying you down. Right. But you can tell where the gargoyle is headed. The gargoyle is headed down the other side of this mountain. You can see a dark cavernous area. And it's carved into this mountain, whereas the Wintersmiths is all up top in the sunlight most of the time. This thing is just dank and dark. You can't even see into it. That's where those gargoyles are going. The rest of you, however, you hear wing beats behind you as 3 gargoyles land. And their claws are unhinged and ready to go. Now let's roll initiatives. Yay! All right.
Why?
Battle of
Oh,
moderate
goodness.
sea gargoyles.
Thank you. Oh no. All right. Let's see.
It's a good spread.
It's me and you, Greg. At the end.
We got it. We got this.
That was in order.
Back to
That's
back.
lovely. That was beautiful. Thank you. All right, Julian.
Okay, so, how far? Oh, that's only 5 feet. Okay, never mind. How far away is our friend Edward with this gargoyle that's dragging him along?
30 feet ahead.
I'm gonna do a 3rd level magic missile on that gargoyle that is
Awesome.
carrying him away. read this. There's one more dart for each level slot. Okay, so it's gonna take 8 force damage as 3 normally would be like purple little slivers of energy hit it, but they're a little bit more on the blue side whenever Julian casts the spell.
Love it. Some stone chips off and becomes part of the cobbles below, and you're starting to realize the roads in your town might have very dark backstories.
Oh no.
All right. Doo-doo-doo, Malik. Ooh!
You know what? I'm gonna rage. Might as well. And then I'm gonna run up to the one that has Edward, and I'm gonna cast Maul.
All right.
Greg just
Or
disco balling.
Oh, just the disco ball all the time. The wings just fluttering around, just making lights happen.
Thank you for that wild magic, chat. Much appreciated. Keep supporting the good cause.
Oh no.
Do the things.
Oh no. Well, sorry. I should. We got 2 wild magic donations.
Oh, there's 2? Lovely.
Oh, is D20 in the chat? Yes.
In which case, I got a 13.
Ooh. That ain't it, unfortunately.
Does
No
not
hits.
hit. Okay. Swing and a miss.
No. Right. Blue green.
Okay. It's been working so well, so keep going with some spear action. Does a 23 hit?
23 does hit, yes.
Okay. So that should be 10 damage.
Cool.
And go again. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay, and that should be 11 damage.
Awesome. Yeah, this one's not looking too great at the moment. Still teetering out. Now it's not just your feet dragging on the ground, but the cracked wing is also. There's no reason why it should still be airborne. It's curiosity of magic at this point.
Is anyone needing some healing before I forget?
I got a big old chomp from a T-Rex earlier.
I know. I always forget this, so that's why I wanted to double check. And hopefully we'll get their movement over towards that direction of that person. So next turn they can heal.
Wonderful. All right. So thankfully for you, Edward, the gargoyle actually doesn't want to hurt you. He's kind of following instructions. You're like, where is she? They were like, here you go. So no attack for you. But the 3 of you, the 3 that were behind the rest of yous, they're going to make some attacks. And as Malik has run forward and blue-green has, I believe, also moved forward. I think Greg and Shoal. Yeah. You and Shoal gonna get a little attack from some 3 little gargoyles. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, come on!
Let's go.
Let's see. Does oh man, the best roll was a 12. Does a 12 hit you, Shoal?
12. Nope, doesn't hit.
All right. Next one. No.
That's right. My dance moves are this good.
Come on. Okay. All right. Greg does a sorry. Nope. I can't count. 17. Does a 17 hit?
Which reaction spell do I want to hit you with? Let's just make it simple for now. I will reactivate the disco ball around me, casting shield, and thus my AC is now 20 until the start of my next turn.
Awesome.
Disco ball.
They hit. They are snapping their jaws, swinging their claws, and they managed to miss both of you. All 3 of them. Oh, I'm upset. Okay, back. Oh no, not back to the top. We're not done yet. We're at Greg.
You, my friend, all right, big stinky jerk. And so this is the part where Shoal has seen this happen before. But Greg's wings are proportional to Greg's small size. But she watches them get small, and like really, really tight. And then all of a sudden, Greg goes, "Yeah, you messed up." And then the wings just puff back out, and a plume of glitter just goes covering all of the gargoyles. I need all
That's
three
an
of them
attack
to make
against me personally, isn't it? Oh man.
Yes. That is 4 psychic damage directly to Cucumber and a dexterity saving throw for each gargoyle.
Oh no, they slow. All right, dexterity saving throw. Boop, boop, boop. All right, the highest one was a 16, and then a 15, and then an 8.
So 2 save, 1 does not. The one that does not is caught in fairy fire. So that the one that is caught with glitter now has advantage on him until I drop concentration on fairy fire. That is my action. I am going to use my bonus action as a rogue to disengage and like step away from the gargoyles and get behind Shoal and pat her on the head. It's all you now, dear. And that's going to be my turn.
Right. On to Shoal.
Save the cat or hit the gargoyle.
I can handle myself.
You're hurt. Don't.
I mean, hubris. Attack the ones in front of us.
But he's getting. We're gonna lose the kitty. We can't lose the kitty. All right.
Smacking the
I'm going
rapier
to
against
take a
it.
shot at the gargoyle carrying my kitty away. A shot at one of the wings, see if I can knock it off.
Okay.
Dude, take the kitty. That's 26 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. 4 damage.
4 is enough. You see the wing just whoosh, enter itself into a nearby tree as the gargoyle just eats it and drags itself across the cobbles until it's half sanded away. There's only half a gargoyle left, and Edward, you're all right. It still had you tucked under its arm that didn't get ground away, so it just unfurls and you are released.
Edward does a cool 3-point landing. One foot down.
All right,
Edward.
Rest of them, get them.
Woo! Edward, it's you.
All right, Edward is pissed that he's been picked up by many monsters, like the house cat. So he's going to use his bonus action to activate his hybrid transformation, as Edward is an Order of the Lichen Blood Hunter, and this 3-foot-tall cat is going to turn into a 6-foot-tall werewolf that still has some cat features. So a werewolf cat. I'm a wolf cat.
Kitty angry.
Angry kitty is now angry kitty dog. And rush towards the ones that are attacking my friends and go for 2 attacks with my new werewolf claws.
Dun, 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 dun.
For a 19 to hit.
Yes.
Right. For 10 points of slashing damage. And then the second attack is not going to do it with 11 again.
No.
So many 11s.
Should see all my 3s. Great.
And that is my turn.
All right. Now that we're at the end of the round, I'm gonna unleash that wild magic on y'all, and I'm gonna roll to see who's gonna get it. I got 6 players, so I'm just gonna roll a d6. So I'll go in order. So we got on this side here, we got 1, 2, 3. On this side here, we got 1, 2, 3. Or sorry, 4, 5, 6. Listen, I'm good at this. Okay, all right. So we're gonna. All right, it's gonna be dun, 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 dun. The first one, blue green. Unfortunately, you're gonna get whacked with some wild magic. And the next up, well, that you're not gonna get it twice. I'm not that mean. And then we got, oh my gosh, 3 times. It really wants you to have it. Nope. All right. So it's gonna be Greg. Greg and blue green are gonna get hit with wild magic. So roll me some D100s, please, and let me know what you got.
Only dance
You
so
got-
close to the disco ball
got it.
before you
You
get
got
hit.
it, boss.
I'm hoping for some like extra wild magic
Potted
sparkles
plant.
for Greg, just like
No
Come
potted
like a-
plants. No
Potted plant. Potted plant.
I rolled a 100.
oh
Whoa.
What does that do?
Let's see. Roll twice on this table and resolve both effects.
Nice.
Nice!
pew,
You got
pew.
extra magic.
Hey, give me 2 more numbers. Oh yes, Spice Playhouse. So much. Oh, that's you.
You get
You
Oh,
are so
magic.
lucky, Greg.
directly transport to the Wintersmith. Do not pass go.
Okay.
2 potted plants.
That's a 14 and a 93.
Whoa.
And the 93. Okay. I'll remember those because my short-term memory is non-existent. The first one was
51.
14.
14. All right. Until you take your next rest, short or long, you can eat hot coal with the same benefits as if eating berries from the good berry spell. What theming? That is convenient. That's lovely.
It's
that's
almost like you got a mistletoe.
sorry. The second number was.
Blue green, go ahead.
51.
Oh, it's in the thing. Thank you. You made my life so easy, and I didn't even see it. All right, 51. That. Get out of here. All flames from your fire spells become neon blue. For the next hour, your fire spells deal cold damage. I don't know if you have any of those, but
Only
there it
one.
is. There you go.
I have only one spell.
Blue and cold damage.
Blue.
And then a 93 is the last one I rolled.
And then you cast the spell Fairy Fire centered on yourself. The spell's radius follows you as you move. This lasts for 1d10 minutes. So let's see how long. You're just life of the party. Life of
We're
the
talking
party.
about real Disco Inferno now.
Mhm.
the disco
3
ball,
minutes.
the sparkles, the fairy fire, everything.
Hey, Greg,
It's
you get that
stacking.
polyester suit. Oh my.
We are back up to the top, I believe, with blue-green.
Blue green is going to go over to Malik, and their emotional support flump is going to go over there to give you kind of like almost like a little kiss to administer cure wounds to give you 10 healing back.
I wasn't actually hit though.
I thought you said you were the one.
Oh, no, that was Edward.
Edward.
That was Edward.
Okay,
yeah.
then-
Werewolf
I'm
cat.
sorry, my bad. Like towards Edward, they get a flump that gives them a kiss. For
I mean, he could
Excellent.
come in and like kiss me, and then I'd be like, no, it's over there. It's him.
okay, that's the flavor. Like they are right about to kiss you, and you just kiss. So you both get magical kisses from.
Aw. Aw. Glitter, magical kisses. I like this game.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Happy dusting, everybody. All right. So it's
And
going
people
to be.
said flumps aren't magical.
I love whoops. Is that everything for you, Blue Green? All right. On to Julian.
Julian takes a step back and he's like, "Well, cover your ears, everybody!" And I'm gonna thunderclap these gargoyles.
Awesome.
Can I get all of them with a 5-foot area spell, or?
Oh, yeah. They're all next to each other. They're not bright.
Okay, that's great. They need to make a con saving throw. DC
Oh,
14.
no. 14. They all fail. Oh, man. Boy, do they fail. One's a nat one.
They take 9 thunder damage.
Sweet. One of them it rattles both their wings off immediately. Just it's no hippie.
That's what you get for being bad. 'Tis the season for giving, not for taking.
They're just confused. They don't know. All right, is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right, on to Malik.
The one that had Edward, that one is defeated, I believe. Yeah, okay. So I'll like turn around and head back in the other direction and cast Maul once again against one of the other ones.
I'd like to think it has a glitter effect on it now, because everything will from this.
It's literally everywhere.
Yeah.
That is another
Everything.
13 as I like go through the glitter dust.
Oh no! Yeah.
Kind of gets in my eyes a little bit, like, oh
Yeah,
man.
The thunderclap was actually like an 808 bass drop.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, on to Wait, I'm lost. Oh no, I went too far, too high. Wait a minute. Did I go out of order? Did I break it? No. Yes.
No.
Yes, I did.
You sure?
Oh.
I don't think you did.
Okay.
It goes Julian, then Malik, then blue green.
Right. I started with blue green, so I broke it. Sorry, but thank you, blue green. We'll head down to the gargoyles. Gargoyles. Malik, you're there. They're gonna swing at you because you're right there with your maul.
That's fair.
Dunk dunk dunk. Ruck. Does a 16 hit?
It does indeed.
All right.
Hey,
Does a
and Greg will shout out, excuse me? No. That'll be silvery barbs. Please roll that again.
all right. That 16 again.
I'm sorry, I tried. And then I will then give Shoal advantage on her next D20 roll.
Awesome. Well, thankfully, only one of these is going to hit out of all the things. There were lots of rolls to make. So let's see. Not a lot. 1, 2, 2. 5 damage. 5 piercing damage as it chomps down on you.
Since I am still raging,
Oh, so
that'd be
2.
half. 2.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Ow.
It locks eyes at how much damage it didn't do. It just looks at you just like, "Ugh." It's now concerned for its own safety. On to Greg.
All right, that's enough. Greg is going to fly over to the one that's covered in glitter because he will have advantage on attacks against that one. And so that will be a 20. No, hold on. What's that? That is 21 to hit.
Awesome. Yes, that'll do it.
I will light it up with booming blade again. Because if it don't broke,
Don't broke bop and magical dingalingalonglongs or whatever the heck I said before.
Yep, dingalinginess.
Yes.
So on this here gargoyle, that's going to be 14 plus that's 22 plus 3 is 5 plus 4 is 29 points of damage on this gargoyle.
Please describe how you absolutely destroy this thing.
It is the most delightful thing that most people have seen because Greg takes this tiny toothpick of a rapier, he pokes it into the center of this like very larger scale gargoyle than Greg, and he just pokes it in the center, and it just goes, and it just the debris is everywhere, and he does the cool guys don't look at explosions thing.
For clarification, is this toothpick always in their mouth until they actually do the attack?
I am retconning this, and yes, that is the case. puts the rapier back in his mouth and let's say, you're next.
I pictured a Crash Test Dummy action figure when you did that, and it made me very happy and nostalgic. Love it. All right, moving on. Oh dear, I scrolled too far. Edward, nope, sorry, Shoal.
How many gargoyles are there left?
2. There are 2 left.
Right, so bow at one of them. And I get advantage if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a 24 to hit.
Woo. That's all,
Okay.
sorry.
So should I shoot him in the eye? And
Pick a spot, I guess.
4 piercing damage.
All right. It's just in the eye, but the eye is also stone, so it just looks, now it's a coat rack. It's fine. Lovely. All right, Edward. I think. Sorry, what is it anymore?
No, it's Edward.
You good? All right, thank you, Joel. Edward.
Oh, right. I'm going to go just do the same thing. Angry kitty. Angry wolf kitty. I am not a kitty. I'm not a little kitty anymore. And that's a 19 to hit for the first one. And the second one is also going to hit with a more than that. What math?
Perfect.
Yeah, math.
My favorite number.
More than that. All right. So that is going to be... all right. That is going to be... math in your head. 10, 15, 16 points of slashing damage in total.
Whoa, nice.
Edward's just slashing at these gargoyles.
More cobbles for the ground as it's just starting to become a concave gargoyle. Still standing, but not by much. And we're back up to the top. And sorry, so Julian is first. That 21 was something else, yes?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, Julian, you're up.
All right, so are we still dealing with 2 of them, or did we down 1?
Yeah, 2 are still standing, but 1 is very, very crumbly.
Okay, first level magic missile on the one that's very crumbly.
Mm-hmm.
Always a good choice.
It always hits.
3 force damage.
Whoa. Still standing, but a bigger hole.
You're lucky that's all I got.
Says back.
That's rude
my turn.
of you to say.
Right, Malik.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw them all at it again. Might as well. Oh, that's an even worse roll. That's.
Oh
You know what
no!
they say? If it ain't broke, don't but up.
Don't try to break it more.
That do.
Oh. Felt that in my ancestry.
But I totally forgot about this because we're like 7th level. I have 2 attacks.
Get him!
So, once again, with feeling, I'm going to throw them all at it.
Cast Maul twice in one turn?
Yeah.
It is 21.
Nice.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Give him a good old ball.
Now we are not talking because that's 5 points of damage because I rolled 2 1s on the 6s.
Considering how little spine this gargoyle had left, that is enough. And you topple him like a felled tree because there's nothing holding his top half on anymore. Slides to the ground. 1 gargoyle remains. And it looks panicked for something with a very stoic face. It does not look happy anymore. You see, it starts to it raises both of his hands.
Are you panicked at the disco?
Let's see. Where do we be? Blue green.
I'm giving you one option here. You can surrender or take back that rude thing you said. Otherwise, you're going to get some smite.
It takes off the top of its skull like a cap and holds it to its chest all sad. And is...
That's okay. And Blue Green's going to go over and just pat it on the back and give them a hug.
You're out of combat. You made a friend. You see it, he takes his claw and starts carving off the staff carving that was on his chest and just kind of clean slates it.
That is so interesting that you can do that.
Anyone speak gargoyle?
What language do gargoyles speak, DM?
They speak Terran.
I don't speak that.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, does Terran have some roots in primordial?
Holy moly. I'm just going to say yes because you asked the question because I don't know.
I do.
Okay.
I do speak
So I
primordial.
Yes,
Yeah.
blue green does, and I imagine it's very much like very guttural, like, and it's not exact, but it's enough to carry over. Just going, if you help us get after the person that had you attack us, we'll help you. We'll take care of you.
He nods. He sees that you've collected the T-Rex's outfit with all the bells, and he points to it. And then he points to all of you. And you hear him just basically saying, like, you should probably put that on.
Okay. And like using her tinkering tools, ends up making an outfit for everyone, including the gargoyle.
Oh, lovely. Yep, so you're all jingling and the
That's a better idea than what I had. I thought we were going to get all in it and then be the T-Rex.
No. The problem with that, and this is the problem I learned when you put three squirrels in a trench coat, is you have a balance problem.
You've put 3 squirrels in a trench coat?
Yeah, it didn't work out well.
Fascinating.
I once tracked 3 kobolds in a trench coat. Don't recommend it.
I think kobolds are slightly more intelligent than squirrels. Only slightly, though.
Marginally.
Gargoyle, do you have a name?
Just he kind of looks sad for a moment. He says, "You could just call me Clean Slate."
Okay, Clean Slate.
That's wholesome.
That's a weird name.
But wholesome.
You should call him Rocky.
Slate for sure.
No, they said we can go with Slate if you prefer, but they said their name is Clean Slate.
Slate's pretty cool.
So we got to go down into that dark
It's
cave
grown on me.
down there. Is that where we're going?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
He nods. And you hear lots of like screaming and whips cracking coming from the darkness now as you head down that way. Or do you head down that way?
Blue Green is with
Sweet.
Slate.
regrettably.
Yeah. Ding, 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 as you're all making your way down, covered in your elf costumes are still covered in blood, but you got the bells, so that's something. So ding, ding,
It's extra red. Look, the red. We just more red than green now.
Part of the season.
So dark. You make it to the bottom of the hill. This gaping maw of a cave sits before you, and you hear lots of barking, orders going around, various languages, and there are it's hard to see at this point, but you hear from around this cave. You can hear wheels moving. You can hear ropes being pulled. Like there's a whole industry happening inside this building.
Is Lady A having an office party? What's going on?
This feels like capitalism, and I hate it.
I'm pretty sure there's like more OSHA violations than I have fingers in here.
Well, maybe we should pretend to be making a complaint. Maybe we can see Lady A.
Ooh, or we could start a union and that improve things for them.
We should make pamphlets.
Okay, I got pamphlets ready. Do you want your standardized one, or do you want some flavored? And they pull out like a couple of papers of pamphlets already ready.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, a good quarter sheet.
Yes, great.
Okay, hold on. Okay, quarter sheet. Here we are.
While
Now
while they're doing this and having this discussion, I would like to stealth inside the cave and just kind of do a scout and see what's going on.
Okay. Quickly for the pamphlet, Slate is sitting right next to you, and Slate is putting all of their demands. Like, just this is what all the gargoyles need. Like, we're sick of that crap coffee. Like, no more. We want the good stuff. We can't drink it, but We want to smell it. Like is
I
this going off?
know. You should have artisan coffee, if not the actual coffee itself. You should have the beans. Like you deserve it. You put in a hard day's work, Eric. Okay, they can get stone and blood out of you, and you're mostly stone.
Yeah, the blood's usually somebody else's. So Greg, what'd you roll for stealth?
I have rolled a 24.
24. Oh, lovely. Yeah, you're just so small. No one's looking for you. And you found a way to fly so that your bells are silenced, and you just slip right in unnoticed. And what you see is it's essentially a gift factory, but in reverse. You can see there are tunnels coming in from all around, and they're all spoked from the center of this mountain. They're coming in, and they're at all these gifts, and then they're getting wrapped, and they're getting added to a central pile. And you can hear there are bosses on various levels of this thing, because there's multi-tiers. There's 3 tiers up of just wooden levels of them just being make it better, make it a better gift for Lady A, blah, 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 whoosh, and they're all just slapping each other. You see all kinds of people from everywhere, they're busting their butts, and they're building an offering pile for Lady A. And there is violence involved. There's people in captivity, but mostly everyone's being put to work.
This is
that's mostly what we see. There are lots of gargoyles down there as well. They're mostly the ones doing all the charging, but there's people from all over.
This is
no
very
sign,
unethical.
however, of Wintersmith.
There's no wonder
Takes
that
the re-
she had a hard time against the Wintersmith. I mean, look at these working conditions.
You should go for 3-ply toilet paper too.
Well, that's a default because 2-ply is so awful. I think we argue for 4, so that way we can get down to 3. See?
Oh,
that
yeah,
way we
overshoot. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we should make it so that even the people that are doing the whipping, they need a break too. It's not fair that they whip all day long and they don't get a break. The people being whipped, they have a hard time. Same as people. We need to make sure everyone gets their things improved on. Otherwise, it's just going to be continuing this horrible cycle where no one gets better improvement.
Where did Greg go?
And this is the part where Greg comes back out the mouth of the cave, and he pulls the rapier out, tucks it behind his ear. Listen, I have never seen a more devastating sight than I have just witnessed. There are 3 tiers of absolute nonsense and abuse going on in there, and in the name of Lady A. Now, we understand, we have a general agreed upon understanding that the Smith provides the town with the presents. In here, all the presents are going to her.
That is cruel and unusual. Slate should be getting a present. Even the people that are whipping should get a present. Everyone should be getting a present.
Oh,
This
hold
is
on
rude.
a second. Hold it. Blue green. Nobody needs to be whipped. Can we
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking this as in just everyone in general needs their job to be improved. You're right. We should remove whipping. Write that down.
Put it on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Take it
no
off
whipping.
Of the list. Yeah, take whipping
Oh,
off of the
whipping.
list.
Maybe
Yeah,
we should be
nobody-
looking about revolution here. Skipping
Perhaps.
the unionizing step.
Yeah, no, I mean
Yeah.
that is on the menu, and hopefully we can incite this. However, in this situation, there are a lot of individuals in there. I think we might have a chance of distracting the tiers because we've got Slate over here. With Slate can probably rally the other gargoyles that are in there doing all the base work, and we can. Would you agree, Slate, that you would be able to rally your compatriots to help us? Good. See, and then Greg flies over, gives him a nice little pat on the head. Yeah. So see, I think that our best course of action is we kind of rush in with Slate. Slate kind of gives the roar, and then from there, we just kind of fly to the top because that's
Yeah.
normally where people of power like to sit.
Give an impassioned
high.
speech before going up there. Because we're dressed like workers too. So get them all riled up.
What if we
My,
do a speech while we're going? Like, same
Yes.
time.
Speech
While
isn't
we're
that my
flying
thing.
up. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to do it, Greg. You're more of the stabby type. I'm not very speech oriented either.
Don't look at me.
Are any of us?
Nope.
I think Slate might actually be the most charismatic of us.
I've
Yeah.
never led a revolution, I can tell you that much.
You know what, Slate? How about we put you as president of the revolution?
He's just so he carves a badge onto his chest. He's ready.
El Presidente.
He's the EP.
Okay, just remember, just because they go with instant, don't let them get you on that. It has to be artisan beans, okay?
He
goes by toilet
he
paper.
starts going in. He's ready. He just
Okay,
starts.
we're following.
Let's go.
We're following.
Our president,
We're going.
our leader.
And everyone but Blue Green, all you hear is him just go, whoa, no. And Blue Green, what you're saying is like, you hear it's just like, brothers, rise up, rise, destroy Lady A. And we're gonna
Blue
see how
Green
well this
is
works out for him.
repeating everything in like common, primordial. Like, Ripley, just make it so everyone understands Slate.
Wonderful, yeah. Rise up, my family. No, you no longer have to be treated like this. You don't have to fear Lady A any longer. And the gargoyles with whips lower their whips, and they're listening. The silence falls over the crowd. They all look at each other, and then they look at Slate, and they all whip Slate at the same time and rip him into 5 pieces.
You know, I gotta say, that's honestly actually what I expected to happen.
A little on us. That's a little on us.
Yeah. I don't know if this revolution went in the right direction.
Blue Green goes after whichever one is closest that was doing the whipping and just starts to attack them.
Awesome. Yeah. Attacking time! Initiatives! Pew, 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 pew.
That's a 21 and a 24. So I would think that would be 18 damage total on that first one. Like, they just went out and attack.
Awesome. Yeah, the whip arm falls. All it's got left is a claw hand. Lovely.
And was I wrong in thinking that was a surprise attack round?
Oh
or-
yeah. You get that one for free. And
Okay.
then we got initiative. Ooh-boo. Ooh-boo. Nice. We got lots of high ones this time around. Out of the 220s, who's got the better dex?
I have plus
4.
That's better than me. I have +3.
Nice. All right. Maintain the order. All right, Julian.
We're going for it here. So what's the situation at hand here? Is it just gargoyles that are coming after us?
You only see the gargoyles, but now all of the workers are no longer being whipped either. So they're all kind of looking around, being like, "Are we good?" They got gifts in their hands. They're like, "Are we good?" And yeah, there's 3 levels of this, and it's sort of like just wooden ramps that go up to each level, leading to the top where the pile is. Thank you.
Okay. I am going to cause chaos, and for that, I will not apologize. I am going to get as many of them as I can in a fireball.
Oh, nice.
I am evocation school, so I can sculpt. So like the workers, I don't want to hit if I can avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how many 1 plus. Okay, so I can avoid hitting 4 of the workers. So you can determine how many gargoyles I hit. They need to make a dex save. It's for DC 14.
Okay. We got 2 saves and 3 failures.
Okay. So the ones that fail take 31 fire damage, and the ones that pass take 15.
Dang, awesome. Yeah, they don't look great. They're starting to look like pumice. They're having a rough time.
Or perhaps charcoal or coal? Who had the wild magic?
Oh my
that?
Go snatch it up.
Yeah, a lot of the wood area here has started to turn into coal.
That was blue green, but I just realized my smite isn't fire; it's radiant damage. Unfortunately.
Then I think I'm gonna use my bonus action to Misty Step. I would like to teleport 30 feet up onto one of the higher tiers on the opposite side of where I just... No, on the same side of where I just blew up with the fireball. I'm counting on the fact that some of them may have died.
Oh, cool. Yeah. None did, but they're rough. They're pretty rough. And there's like singed people. Like some of the workers they're not dead, but they were close.
Okay, I Misty Step and I see that I hit some of the workers and I'm like, I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I know we know what you're about. I appreciate it, but hooey.
That's my turn.
Okay, great. Greg, you're up.
Oh, goodness me. Well done. So yeah, I'm gonna go over to the group of I think it was gargoyles that whipped Greg down. Not Greg. Slate down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just go to one of them and fly up and I'm just gonna pull the rapier out from behind my ear and stab him with the toothpick. See how that goes. I don't get sneak attack damage or anything right now because there's nothing happening that benefits me.
Hold on. Aren't you in 5 feet blue green? So you would get that? You're adjacent of another party member?
Oh, I would just sneak attack for sure. Thank you. But I'm pretty sure I don't hit with a 10.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he goes to stab and I go, oh, you guys felt a little bit more pokey or yeah. And Greg is just kind of like sitting there floating. He goes, yeah, my bad. And he disengaged and goes go 20 feet in the other direction.
Awesome. All right. Blue-green.
Blue-green is essentially going to go full anime and casting Branding Smite. So for the next minute, they have 2d6 radiant damage added on to that. So just imagine Lose Her Way from Kill to Kill just goes on as their crescent spear blazons with a radiant fire. And I'm just since on the magic fire to effect, like there's like a frost as well added onto it as they go in just all out with two-handed strikes.
Awesome.
An 18 and 20. Do both of those hit?
They do. They both hit.
So that the regular one would be 12 and 4. So that would be 22 for the first for those actual spears, and the 2d6 that's added on for both of those with Branding Spite. That would be 7 plus 6. So that would be 22, 28, 28 plus 7, which would be 35 damage.
It explodes like buckshot in various directions as you just blast through this thing. Yeah, that one's down.
That's for Slate!
Wow! Shoal!
All right, so we have a central room,
Mhm.
and all these people are concentrated in the middle of it. And there's
Yes.
how many tiers? 3 tiers of like
Yes.
levels?
Yeah. It's like sort of like U-shaped scaffolding, and the middle part is this open area, and it goes 1, 2, 3 levels up, and the back of that U on the top level is where the pile of gifts are. But you're on the little, you're nestled in the middle there, and that's where these 4 now remaining gargoyles be. All of them very singed and not looking too hot.
All right, Show's going to cast Zephyr Strike
Mhm.
and takes off. It's got 60 feet of movement, and I'm going to run up to the highest tier
Cool.
and take aim at something down below that's the closest to my friends and take a shot. This spell lasts for up to a minute, and once before the spell ends, I can give myself advantage on 1 weapon attack roll. So,
Ooh.
gonna take aim at one of the baddies who's hurting my friends. And does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Right. That's going to be. Let's see. I get an advantage with Zephyr Strike. So that's 11. Plus.
Mm.
11 plus 5. So 15.
Nice. Yeah, it loses a leg, just crumbles underneath it. Now it's hopping mad, and it's can't wait. And lovely. All right. Dun-dun-dun. Edward.
All right, so Edward is still a big old werewolf cat, and will be for the next hour. So Edward is gonna charge forward as fast as he can into the fray to help his friends. As he's going up, I'm gonna use bonus action to use a Crimson Right to make my claws all cold-like to deal extra cold damage. So I'm a cool cat now, and I'm gonna go for an attack.
A plus pun.
First one is a net 1. Second one is a 17.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
All right, that is going nice. That is going to be 10 points of slashing damage and 3 points of cold damage.
Oh, nice. Wow.
That's my turn.
Cool. At this point, you're just they're looking at each other trying to figure out if they want to give up or not. But they're sort of just taking the beatings at this point. Malik, you're up.
Speaking of taking the beating, I'm gonna rage again.
Mhm.
And run up to them and cast Maul for the first hit.
Or cast Maul.
Ooh, that right there is a natural 20.
Nice.
Woo.
A plus.
And 15 plus the 2 from the rage is 17.
Lovely. Kersmash. Another one down.
And are the rest of them kind of grouped in together?
Yes, they are huddled together, terrified.
Then I'm going to light them up with the breath weapon.
Ha ha! Woo!
So that is a... Plus that is 15.
All right. Oh, gosh. Oh, for them to save?
No, it's a 13 dex save.
Oh, okay. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, roll. And that was the damage?
The damage is 10.
They all crumble. You have freed the peeps.
We have freed them. Yay.
As a question, though, are they all charcoal now?
Some of their clothes are. But like as
Free
they're
food.
cheering, they're like patting each other out of like they're you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay. Just rolling. But yeah,
Sorry. I'll just pat them like sorry.
It's all right. You saved our lives. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Blue Green will cast Mending to help fix their clothing.
Mm.
And then afterwards, we'll start gathering up a lot of that stone, in particular, those of slate. And
Oh.
just very like a small little tear comes out of their eyes, they do so to make sure
Oh.
slate can be buried or put to better use.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a lot of the people they group up and they help you do that. They dump over one of the baskets full of gifts and they make sure that all of Slate's pieces can be in there. He helped. But now, a lot of them just start to leave. They're like, "Nope, deuces, we're out of here. No, this sucked.
Have a good
Happy
day."
dusting, I guess." And
Happy dusting.
They go
Hey,
home.
hold on. Hey. One of
Hey,
you.
what?
Wait.
What?
Where's she at?
She's in her office. You don't want to go up there, man. You don't want to do that. She's very dangerous.
Greg
Very
flies
good.
like inches away from this person's face. I'm gonna go up there. And you wanna know why?
Why?
Because I'm sick of this mess. She's ruined this. She's ruined the dusting for me. She's ruined the dusting for my friends. She's ruined the dusting for everybody in the village.
The workers' revolution isn't done until everyone is freed.
And gets a present.
He just wants to have a disco dance off. It's fine.
I got chills from that.
Disco. I like disco. Yeah. Okay. Listen, her office is up there, so you're getting close. It's up on that third tier there. It's behind the mound of presents, but it's not immediately there. She's got someone protecting her. You know.
Oh yeah. Like who?
He's got lots of horns. He's got long, bony fingers and a big bag that he puts us in and beats us in if we disobey.
Sandy Claus.
You leave that to me.
It has the potential to be sexy if we defeat them.
And it's the moment he turns the bolt blue green. I was working on something here, and you just
Kind of took the air out of
killed
the
my
room.
vibe. You killed
I'm
my
sorry! Long fingers! I am only a simple woman. I couldn't resist. I'm
Cut
sorry.
the legs right out from underneath.
vibe. He turns back to the person and says, "Please be on your way. Enjoy your evening. We will take
Thank
care of
you. See you
Take
later.
your
Good
present on
luck.
the way
Don't
out.
die.
Happy dusting.
How happy does it to you? Boy, I sure hope Minute Mitch got a crutch this year.
it." Damn right he did. He got two.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay, enough with the apologies. You said the thing, we move on. So let's get the heck up there, shall we?
It gets much, much colder as you push your way past the gifts to find the opening to this next tunnel. The tunnel itself is lined in ice. It's dripping. There are icicles here. It seems like she's made this her home for some time. There are sort of melted slots. It looks like none of the other workers come down this way. She comes out, gives orders, goes and retreats. But there are other holes at the bottom of this ice that you're starting to slip on because it's little indentations.
Does anyone need some grips? Like, I got some out of the smaller molars. Would anyone like to have one to grip on the ice? Makes good snowshoes.
I'm gonna cast levitate on myself.
Gonna fly like normal.
Can you grab one of those snowshoe cleats?
Blue Green just hands it to one, and they have a nice little fur to them.
Ooh.
Yeah, a very kind of almost looked like almost a blue Yeti's kind of coloring.
All right, you make your way down the tunnel carefully, of course. Nobody slips. You found your ways down and through. The tunnel it gives way. Normally, it would have been a slide into a bit of a trap, but you found your way to sure footing. Look at you. You all did it. Proud of you. And you make it to the other side. You bypass. You're able to just kind of step to the side and avoid the big old spiky icicles at your feet. If anything, you use them to climb up. And at the very end of the hallway, you see a tall humanoid tiefling. She's sitting. She's got a long staff, pointy on one end, large gem-looking structure of ice on the top. She looks very serious. She kind of licks her lips as she watches all of you. Have you come to take my toys? She
That
asks.
depends.
At this
'Cause I'd
moment,
rather
Greg
not.
puts his hand on his chest and casts mage armor. I believe we've come to distribute the toys to the rightful owners.
I believe you've misspoke. There's only one rightful owner to gifts, and that's me, Lady Avarice.
Where's the documentation for that?
You know what? You're at the top of the naughty
She
list.
stands up.
He's right. Do you have a receipt?
Oh, well, I thought I could send you on your way safely.
Well, if you have the documentation.
Well, one of my gargoyles probably has it somewhere.
Ooh.
Wouldn't happen to be one named Slate that was in charge of the documents.
Oh, star pupil. You've met Slate.
Very charming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Lovely. Now, what have you brought me?
Well, see, it's this fancy little thing as I pull out a little stopper that's got like this really like disgusting looking blackish green liquid in it, and I'm gonna cast vitriolic sphere on her.
Lovely.
She needs to make a dex save, DC 14.
Right. That's a 15.
Okay. She is still going to take 13 acid damage.
Nice. She's going to use a reaction that she has called Banishing Rebuke. So you are banished to a frigid extra-dimensional prison for 1 minute. While you're there, you're incapacitated, and you take 1d10 cold damage at the start of each of your turns. At the end of your turn, but you can make a charisma saving throw to escape the prison and pop back to where you were. But for now, it's very cold and very dark and very scary. Any other bright ideas?
I have many, but you have yet to prove the documentations. So for me to believe you, that's the first step.
Oh, yes. You know who probably's got it in their bag? Oh, Boney boy! And she calls up to, you just hear scrambling in the ceiling above you, and more ice falls to the bottom, and the slow standing of a horned creature with long fingers and a chain and one big sack lands in front of you. Have you met my friend Krampus?
No, but they are very hot.
Well, let's find out.
What's both
Damn
the
it,
DC
Blue Green.
charisma save, by the way?
I get my one F-bomb. I'm using it now. Krampus is hot as fuck.
What was the
This is a
DC on the
10.
charisma savings throw, by the way?
Oh
What was
my
that?
god.
Oh, sorry. Let me pull that up for you. 14.
If you are okay with it, I like the idea of flavor-wise that blue-green kind of stumbles back a bit and touches Melicott to cast Enlarge on them.
Okay. Awesome. Sweet.
What does
Let's
that mean?
roll initiative now. We've got all of our pieces on the board, as it were. Me.
And for
Sweet.
purposes of whenever I enter back into this, I rolled a 21 on the second charisma check.
Perfect. Cool. So yeah, you'll take the 1d10 and pop right back in.
Okay.
Woot woot.
Okay, that's 4 damage.
Cool. All right. They're going to go right before Julian, but for now, it's... Oh, no, wait. Yep, Edward.
All right, so Edward is gonna rush up. Oh no, where'd my character go. And just do what he always does and slash with his werewolf cat claws.
Mhm.
Oh,
You
first one is
fighting
a bone.
Sweet.
A Krampus. First hit is a natural 20.
Awesome.
And the second hit is a 21.
Wow, great.
Excellent. And I still got my cold claws. So that is going to be for the natural 20. That's going to be 14 points of damage, and then an additional 8 points of slashing. Or I'm sorry, cold.
Nice.
And then for the second attack, that's going to be 11 points of slashing with 1 point of cold. As I'm just going to go slashy slash in there, screaming, "What did you do with Julian?"
Awesome. The cold doesn't seem to do much to him, but everything else bites right into him. I'm gonna see if he's got any fun stuff. Ooh, goody. He gets legendary actions. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
He's gonna make an attack with his Rootin, which I didn't look up. I don't know what that is. I think that's just his stick, but what do I know? All right, let's see.
I believe it's almost like a stick that has a wicker whip to it. I may be wrong.
Oh, yes.
Like Baz Rutten, the UFC fighter?
He's just got that tied to a plank of wood. This guy just
throws Baz Rutten at us. Yeah.
Right, that's
It's
going to
a
be... Oh, I didn't see if it hits first. I just rolled damage. I got very eager. I apologize. Here we go. Never mind. Swing and a miss. Greg.
All right. In this moment, he turns over to Blue Green. Hey, listen, if you're going to just do the things that I want to do, you got to tell me you're going to do them before you do them. And so he goes, Malik, enjoy your size increase. And he turns back to at Blue Green. He goes, you know what? And then the wings like tighten up again and then like release. And the fairy magic comes over Blue Green. You should be big too. And he's going to cast Enlarge on Blue Green.
Well, I wanted to give you the opportunity. If two people are big.
I like it big. And that's the end of Greg's turn.
Settle down.
All right. Malik.
All right. So large Malik is going to run forward and hit the thing with the Baz Rutten with the maul. Whatever. Mm-hmm. It sounds right. 16.
That'll hit.
That hits. All right. So it's this plus the 1d4.
Yep.
13 plus a d4. Rolling on the D&D Beyond. Oh, nice. 4. That is 17 points of damage for the first hit.
Oof. Nice.
And he's going to do... I do believe I have Reckless Attack. So I'm going to try to do that. So that is a 20.
That'll hit.
And then that plus that is 13 plus the d4 is another 3, so 16.
Nice. Yeah.
Getting
in pain, but still standing tall.
Hitting some good rolls with that d4. Thanks, Blue Green.
Woo! Julian.
Okay. So I'm back this turn, right?
Yes.
Where
do pop back in.
Reappear?
Exactly where you were.
Oh.
So you are kind of at the feet of this Krampus creature.
God, it's cold now. That's a big... okay. I'm going to bonus action a Misty Step and get the heck out of there.
Lovely.
And then... Sure, why don't we just hit it with a fireball?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Standard affair. That's good.
Can I get the fireball? Can I get Krampus and Lady A in the fireball with a 20-foot radius?
20 foot? No, she's a little further back than that.
It'd probably hit me too, but I'm fire resistant. Go nuts.
I've also got sculpt spells, so.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm up there
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah, you know what? I think my friends can handle the Krampus creature. Lady A is the true problem here. I'm fireballing her.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Snap.
She needs to make a DC 14 deck save.
Make
Okay.
charcoal.
Bloop.
Or the coal, whatever it is.
Oh, crud. She fails.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, no.
She takes 31 fire damage.
Well, she gets smacked with the fire, and you see some of it fizzle on her skin. Shakes off about half of it.
Yeah, dang old tieflings in there. Dang old fire resistance. You and me, we're gonna dance, Lady A. You're on the top of the naughty list this year.
Oh, is that your gift to me?
Yeah, I got more of them if you want them.
She just picks up her staff and looks at it. Let's dance then. As it is her turn. Yippee!
You get a fireball. You get a fireball.
Do-do-do-do-do. She is going to, oh my goodness. She's going to cast, she doesn't really care about Krampus at all because she doesn't care about anybody but herself. So she's going to cast Ice Storm inside.
Oh.
20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on a point within range, which is going to be everybody who's in that middle chunk right there. Dexterity saving throw, please. Let me check her level.
Is that all of us?
I think so. Well, no, actually, wait. Julian, you puffed away.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
so
Misty
who's
step.
still there? It's blue, green, and okay, great. Thank you. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo.
And Krampus.
And Krampus. Oh yes. Oh yeah. He's definitely got a save on this as well. Roll, dang you. There we go. Technology. Wow, Krampus actually saved. I did not expect him to. All right. So it's gonna be, please. Gosh. Where the heck? I'm bad at this stuff. Hold on. Spells are not my strong suit, friends. I apologize. I'll just beat a 14. Who cares? Just beat a 14.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I
a
think
fail over
Greg's-
here.
the fail.
I think
for
Greg's
me.
the only one who succeeded.
Oh no.
Blue green succeeded.
Yeah.
Blue green did, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. There we go.
It's important because Blue Green and Greg are maintaining the spell.
That's also
That's
true.
That's true.
Mm.
So that is oh wait, I missed two of these. Hold on. So that is going to be 10 bludgeoning as a bunch of icicles and stuff fall down, and then it's going to be 17 cold damage, and half as much if you succeeded.
None for Greg because he's a 7th level rogue. So Greg is like
Dang it.
between all of the hail.
Evasion.
Evasion.
Half of 17 is 8, right? Or is it 7?
That is correct.
Thank you.
Yep. And Krampus is going to take another legendary action as he's got where to go? He's got move. So like he got smacked around a little bit. He took some damage. The cold didn't do much to him, but he gets to move up to his speed without provoking opportunity attacks. And Greg, he zips right to you.
Uh-oh.
And now he's going to take his turn because he's got a thing called stuff. And he's going to try and put you in his bag because you're the only one who's not huge right now. So he's gonna, so he sees you as the easiest target. So please, he's got to make a grab attack. So here it is.
Roll a stuff saving throw.
Grabbing stuff.
All right. That's a 16 to hit. I don't think it does. Didn't your AC like go off the charts?
Yeah, that was just for shield, but I also did cast mage armor, so yes, that does miss.
Nuts. Well, now he's just awkwardly looking at you like boogity, 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 boogity. And I think he gets one more thing he can do. Yes. So he did that. And the other thing he does, he takes his chain from on his waist and he goes, ching, 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 and he tries to scare you with it. So he's gonna, please make a wisdom saving throw. Gotta beat a 17.
Oh, no.
Very scary.
Okay. Come on. No, that's a 6.
Oh no, you're scared. Let's see. Should have. You're frightened for 1 minute, and you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your next turn.
And
yes, you just. Oh yes.
Doesn't they need to do a constitution to see if they maintain their enlarging?
Oh.
Did you take damage there?
I didn't take any damage.
Oh no, it's just to see if he's
good.
scared. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
It's fine. Yep. Well, that was a lackluster return. Wait. She only did one thing, huh? How many attacks did she get? I might let her do something else. Nope, that was it. Wow, she's scary, but only one thing at a time. All right, next up.
The curse of a spellcaster.
Yep, I think that's Shoal's next, yes?
So Shoal shakes off some of the cold from the spell because she is a creature of the deep, so cold doesn't affect her as much. She's going to point her finger at Krampus and say, "You're marked, Hunter's mark." And for her action, I am going to use Hunter's Sense on Mr. Krampus. And I gain the ability to peer at a creature and magically discern how best to hurt it. As an action, I can choose one creature, see within 60 feet, and learn if it has any damage, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and what they are.
Sure. Learn them all.
What hurts you?
So what hurts it is Wait a minute, where it be? I can tell you resistances real quick. So resistances are cold, fire, and lightning. Immunities are poison, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, but that is non-magical, but I'm just ignoring that. Do damage, who cares? It cannot be charmed, exhausted, frightened, or poisoned. Let us see if it's got... Should have. I guess he's not weak against anything. There it is. I didn't build him. I'm sorry.
Right, everybody. Mr. Krampus does not like this, and this. And I've ready my bow. And that's my turn.
Lovely. All right. Is that everybody? Are we back to the top, or did I miss somebody?
I haven't gone.
Oh, blue-green. Where were you? Oh my gosh, I skipped you. I'm so sorry.
It's
Blue-green,
all
you're up.
good. Blue-green's action is going to be Crescent Spear.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing crit of a 28 hits.
Yup.
Okay. So that's and has to spend more than a minute since the last thing we did, just for clarification.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
You know, a little brief little conversation before you got into a fight.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And do that again, and does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay, so that would be in total 24 plus the D4. That'd be 3, so 27. And they're mostly aiming directly to like the shoulder strap where the bag would be, to hopefully at least to separate it with each of their attacks.
Oh, you want to cut up the sack? Oh, great. A lot of bones fall out. Like, a lot.
Yeah. It might make it trip over them. So make it easier for others.
Yeah, there you go. Bones on the ground. Now you really don't want to go in the bag, I don't imagine. All right. Now everybody's gone. Edward.
All right, just gonna keep hitting Krampus here
Woo-hoo.
until he's down. I also didn't realize I can do bonus action attacks as a werewolf. So
Oh, nice.
been missing that third attack. All right, so that's the first one's gonna be 21 to hit. Second one is more than that.
Nice.
And the third one is also more than that. The 3 hits. All right.
Sweet.
Let's roll the slashing damage first, and then we'll do the cold. The not so great cold. Okay, so that is 18 slashing damage total.
Oh, nice.
And 7 cold damage total for 3 swipes on old Krampus coming up behind him as he's trying to attack my good friend Greg.
He's walking funny now. He's not. He's starting to look worried. Probably the first time in centuries.
Take him out, Greg! Take him out!
Greg, you're up.
Oh, you're a bit of a problem, okay? I've got a problem with you, okay? You just need to know this. And that's when Greg is going to pull the rapier out of his mouth and light it up with booming blade, and then reel back, try and stab Krampus. Does a 13 hit?
No.
Yeah, he just kind of like.
Not
Okay,
like that,
fine.
Greg. Not like that.
Well, bugger. As that's my action. How far is it from Krampus to Lady A right now?
She is 60 feet behind him in a big old chair.
Okay. I will then disengage and fly 40 feet away from Krampus. So pretty much like directly towards her.
Ooh.
And then as he gets like to that 40-foot mark, Greg just kind of disappears. And I will cast Misty Step as my bonus action. Sorry, no, I disengaged as a bonus action. Never mind. I will just fly 40 feet towards her. That's the end of my turn.
Cool. All right. Go. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's something else. All right. Cool. On to doop-a-doop-a-doo. I lost my brain. Malik.
That's me. Okay. So I'm gonna use my last rage. And I'm going to, for Krampus, is there a way to get to another side of him where somebody else is on the other side so I could try to go for like a flanking maneuver?
In my imagination, he's still swiping at Greg, trying to get him in the bag and just failing miserably. He's like, so his focus is elsewhere.
So Malik is going to kind of bring them all up, and he's going to just try to stack everything he can into these next couple of hits. So he's going to go for a reckless attack with Great Weapon Master. And I'm going to do the like big hit with that, which is the +10.
Sweet.
These
So that
hunters
is-
marked.
Oh, yeah.
1d6.
Ooh, that applies to everyone. I thought just to
I
scroll.
thought that applies to you.
Is this me? Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure.
I was going to go with it.
That was a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
So I get this damage 10 plus the 1d4, which is 4. Awesome. Which is 14 plus the 10 from the big hit with the Great Weapon Master. So
Awesome.
that's 24 points of damage.
Oof. Oof. He's barely holding on. And by that, I mean he drops the sack because his arm, he can't close his hand anymore.
And that was hit
shattered
1.
bones.
Here comes hit 2.
Oh, no.
That is definitely not a hit. That is like 11 minus the 5, so it's like 6. So it's like I put all my strength in the one hit. Yeah.
Blue green.
I think we all know, like, blue green is just going to go with another her spear attack. Because those have been pretty good. Does a 27 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And does a 24 hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that would be 24 plus D4. That's 2, so 26 damage.
Whoa.
And
Please describe how you have destroyed Krampus.
they are primarily going for non-lethal strikes, like
Oh, great.
cut kind of like the bag off, disable the legs, very much kind of like in this big size to make it so that roughly Krampus goes down,
Are you gonna put
and
him in
then
his
at
own
the
bed?
very end, there's kind of like a very like boop on the nose before they pass out.
As his head hits the ground, his horns kind of rattle his skull against the stone here and the ice, and you see like a little blue crystal. It seems to be a piece of that staff that she's got. It falls off of his head, and you see there's a bit of a piece over his face now.
Can, as an interaction, grab that?
Sure.
That's what blue green does, and then ends their turn.
Wonderful, Julian.
Well, we're dancing over here, obviously.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna use my last second level spell slot, and I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Ooh, yes.
He needs to make a DC 14 Strength save.
Oh no.
Get it, Julian. Yes.
Come on. Wait, what'd you say? Strength? It was a 4, now it's a 3.
It's a 14.
Oof.
All right, so
Wow.
from beside, actually, I'm gonna say this. It's gonna be better this way. From behind her large chair, the ground beneath her just lifts up and like wraps around her in this giant stone hand and just pins her to the chair. She takes 11 bludgeoning damage as well.
This isn't dancing, and you know it.
I like to dance by myself, okay? And so this is a concentration spell. Every round I can make it do 2d6 more bludgeoning damage to her. On her turn, she can try to make another DC 14 strength check to break free. If she does not break free, she cannot perform any actions.
Snap. Well, it's her turn, so let's see if she busts out. Come on, dice. I'll give you one guess.
Oh, no.
Is it a natural one? Oh.
She's held up to the neck basically, and she's okay. What are your terms? Help.
First off, Krampus comes with me.
Sure, take him.
No, are we out of combat?
Yeah.
Negotiation time.
Where's the Winter Smith?
I cast Zone of Truth on her.
Remind me, is that a save for her?
If
Wisdom save, I
resisted.
think.
Wisdom save? Okay. She got a 12, but she's gonna tell you. She wants to live. She loves herself too much. Listen, he's fine. He's all listen, okay, now he lost a lot of blood, but he wasn't supposed to fight. He was supposed to be a gift to me. And things got out of hand. Anyway, he's downstairs behind the throne. He's in a little cagey there. Listen, you're gonna want to if you, and she's like trying to gesture like under where my chair was is his hammer. I'd get it for you, but I can't.
The hand
Oh,
squeezes
I can
a
lift
little
you
bit
up.
more.
I can lift him up if you like.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it begins to lift the chair, and then underneath there's just a hammer. Beautiful hammer, ancient hammer.
Alec,
Ooh.
think hammers are your
So,
thing,
so
Picker.
Greg, my friend, my beautiful fairy friend. Are we feeling merciful today? Because I don't know, man. Like this has been like 2 decades we're talking about here, and this is the last straw for me, to be honest with you. We're just trying to enjoy the dusting, Lady A. Really, just and you sacked the bowman on us. Who he tried to sack Greg.
Do you know why I took the hammer? I only wanted the hammer. Do you know why? Because the Wintersmith never gave me one gift in 20 years.
Well, maybe that's because you're a selfish lady.
Did you ever ask? Because generally, like, that's most people ask or send a letter.
I thought you just read your mind or something. I didn't. You're supposed to ask.
That's good communication. Good communication.
Greg, you got a
Greg
look
puts
on your
both-
face. Greg, you got to look.
Greg puts up both of his hands up. Listen. All right. As a fairy, I have to clarify something for you here. If you don't ask, how is anybody gonna know what you're gonna want?
He does have a point.
Barely know how magic works. I stole this stuff too. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how anything works.
What?
Somebody
What?
better hold me, or I am going to put this woman in her place.
Malik,
Edward-
just
Edward-
grab
Edward holds on to, yeah.
Greg, yeah.
It takes both of us.
I feel like my opinion's not going to matter, so I'm going to go help downstairs.
Yeah, go
and
make
take-
sure the
use his
Wintersmith
hammer.
is okay, Blue Green. Go let him out of his cage.
Yeah,
You know
I'll go
what?
and give them like cure wounds.
I'm willing to make a deal with you, Lady A. My friends are holding me, so I really can't do much else.
Okay. All right.
My friend here is going to release you from the grasp eventually.
Okay.
And you,
Mhm.
and you know what's going to happen after that?
Mm-mm.
You are going to leave. And
Oh.
you are never going to come back until you have learned the joy of the dusting.
Oh my God, Greg! I had the best idea. You're gonna have
Julian, I am listening.
you, Lady A. These are my terms. You asked. I will let you go if you commit to working with the Wintersmith.
With him.
Isn't that up to him?
I don't think he's going to like that idea very much.
We haven't asked him.
We're gonna ask him when he comes up here, because if there's anybody that can teach anyone the payoffs of hard work and the joy of what it means to give during the dusting, it's the Wintersmith.
20 years of gift wrapping.
That's fair. We're going to cut the blue-green going down the tunnel. Yeah, you head down. There's a single cell. She built this thing for the Wintersmith. It is almost exactly his dimensions standing and like his width. He's a very broad creature. He's humanoid. He resembles a dwarf, but he's taller than the average human. He's just a big, muscly dude.
Very hot.
Huge beard all the way down past his belt. He wears not red, not green, just leathers. Just there's an apron on him. He's very practically dressed, but he just looks kind of sad and forlorn. Whatever wounds he had healed, but he's got scarring all over him. That same sort of glitteriness of the blood is around the thing, and he sees you approaching.
You had to use R1. You had to use R1 for Krampus.
Hey, I got your hammer. You want me to get you out of here?
Yes, please. If you could just hit the lock with the
Okay.
hammer.
You smash the lock with the hammer. What small like trinket would Blue Green just love to see?
Roughly, it would be kind of like any tool. Like they are much on building.
Wonderful. A tool of your own description. Like you smash the lock, and before it can hit the ground, it transforms into that useful item for you.
Ooh, another dragon tooth multi-tool. These are nice.
I'll take that back now, friend.
Okay. You want this crystal thing too?
Oh, that's how she did it.
Because if you don't want it, I can turn it into something cool.
Oh, please, by all means, as long as it's not used to control creatures anymore.
Okay. Puts it in a pocket.
All right. Yeah, he escorts you back, and he comes to see the situation of Lady A.
Can I add one, since Blue Green is like enlarged, like gives him a piggyback ride up?
Sure.
Well, that's a kindness. That's a gift I've never felt before.
Carries him like the bodyguard.
You're welcome. I know I often get one, but I never get to give one. I'm never enlarged. Like Greg is very good at their enlarging.
So this, as you all are having this very serious conversation with Lady A, you see the Wintersmith on the back of Blue Green as they enter the room.
What's going on?
So, Wintersmith, my friend, my pal, the giver of joy to this village for years countless. We've come up with an idea.
Right.
Because Lady A here has to pay. Her crimes are many, and she's at the top of the naughty list. But, but I think it's just a lack of understanding on her part. Truthfully, she gave this long and just unnecessary sob story about not understanding things. And you know what, Wintersmith, would you be willing to take on an apprentice?
He looks her very hard in the eyes, just stares at her. And like she's raised up on this thing, which brings her up to his eye level. The earth that's wrapping her, and he just looks at her. He's kind of like...
Smelling her.
I'll give her a chance.
He's smelling the truth on her.
Right. Yeah, she'll work for me. But first...
And he just like... He sticks his hand through the stone and just rips it away, takes the staff, lays it on the ground, takes the hammer, bashes it once. It doesn't break, but a flash of blue just darts across from the top to the bottom, and it just sort of reforms itself into one solid piece. He hands it back to her, and he says,
only for good. Only for making. You take once with it, it'll end your life.
I release the spell at that point.
And she bows, she just kneels. Thank you. And she looks to all of you. Thank you. I'm sorry for all the trouble. Wintersmith.
It's the dusting. It's the season of giving, joy.
Ha ha ha! This one gets it. Follow me!
And he starts just marching off up the mountain, across the gargoyles. He's bapping them on the heads as he goes. The remaining statues, they all come to life. They all start singing songs and carols. The snow starts falling again. Ha ha ha! He keeps on marching forward. The gargoyles flying behind everybody. Lady A is in tow. The rest of the group gets there. You get to his cabin, and he goes to the anvil. And he goes to each of you, and he's gonna start with you, Julian.
And what would you like for this dusting?
Anything?
Anything your heart desires.
Wow, I wasn't prepared for this.
While you're thinking, he just turns around and breathes into the cold forge and immediately springs to life. Just bright flames. You just hear cheering from down in the village.
Yeah, one of those fancy gem thingies that make you smarter. Oh, it's called an ion stone. That thing.
He reaches into the flame, pulls out a hot coal, places it on the anvil, and just dong. When the hammer comes back up, it's exactly what you want. He hands it over.
Blue Green has like anime eyes the entire time. So
I just take it and I like put it next to my forehead, and it starts like floating around my head.
You, very large, bearded dragonborn, what would you like for the dusting?
I've always wanted a hammer of thunderbolts.
After my own heart.
Pulls another coal. Bang! You got a hammer of thunderbolts.
Ooh.
Dusting.
Thank you, said
You.
the person.
Soul. What would you like?
Well, darling, some big muscles. Something a little unusual. Would you like to go on a date? I can cook.
He takes a coal out of the fire, puts it on the anvil. Ding! Turns into a bouquet of roses.
You're on! Happy dusting!
I'm the luckiest girl.
On to Blue Green.
What would you like, Blue Green? My savior.
Well, it was a team effort, first of all. And don't forget about the workers that helped us out as too. They're very important. But if you don't mind, just help at least Crumpus out and give him at least like a good job with benefits and everything. So maybe we could.
He worked for me already. She sort of took over his brain. He's back in business.
Oh, then you think maybe you could help us to get a date, or maybe you teach me how you make the gifts?
Oh, another apprentice? Consider it done! Happy dusting!
And he just gives you, he just hands you an apron that he has hammered out of another lump of coal. And he gives you it's like a little training hammer. It'll make it makes practice versions of all the items so you don't get a little too carried away sort of thing. So they disappear after like 5 minutes.
All right. Edward, what would you like for the dusting?
Edward shrinks back down into a normal cat and looks to the Wintersmith. Earlier tonight, there was a moment where I was surrounded by these lovely little fireflies. You could whip something up that might allow me to play with those fireflies again.
Reaches into the fire, pulls out a lump of coal, takes a hammer, and there's just it looks like a little dog clicker.
Anytime, any place. Just clicky that. Fireflies for as long as you want them. Click them again, go away. Click it 3 times, they'll help you fly.
Bravo.
Clicks it 3 times right away.
Hit the ceiling.
All right, Greg. What would you like for the dusting?
First of all, I don't know why, but I have this hankering. I have this hunger for I'm literally hungry. Could you toss one of those like a treat in my mouth first before we do anything else?
Sure.
And he's praying because he's just been feeling like this. I need to eat something incredibly hot, and so Greg catches it in his mouth and starts chomping on the charcoal, and he goes, "Oh man, that's really nice."
You all right, son?
I'm feeling invigorated. You know what I've been needing, as someone who is small but is also very obvious in his coloration. I'd like to be able to not be perceived sometimes. Maybe something to make me invisible.
Goes into the fire, pulls out a coal, places it on the thing. Bing! Hammers. It's another toothpick-sized rapier in a little scabbard. It's got a purple handle. It's got a nice gleam to it.
Anytime you draw that weapon, invisible you shall be.
Ooh, you got a death mode.
Oh, yeah. And he pulls it out and immediately just gone. And Greg is just like, oh, mama.
What's that basket over there?
Oh,
full of rubble.
well, it was Slate, and he was helping us, and the gargoyles kind of ripped him, even though we were trying to help him.
Good guy, Slate.
He does have a lovely manifesto, by the way.
Oh,
Mm.
and you know what?
Picks up the basket, puts it on the anvil, takes the hammer. Boom! Frick! Slate is once more and free. No more markings, except for his, of course, Union boss badge that is still on his chest. It is fine. He flaps his wings and he's intact. And that's the dusting. You look out, puts his arm around your shoulders.
Look out the window. Look at all the joy you've brought this dusting day.
And he continues to just hammer out gifts for everybody in the town. And he passes it to you, Blue Green, so you can help and practice. And he passes it to Lady A. And the three of you, make short work of it. And the gifts start flowing back down. He sends people back into the cave to start distributing all the presents to everyone. And you've saved dusting. You did it. Happy holidays. Thank you, friends. Thank you for playing with us. I think that's about all I got, friends.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, come on.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Christ. Oh,
Festivus!
Hooray!
It's
Thank you all so
Christmas.
much for being here. Thanks for helping us out and helping to raise money for a fabulous cause. And now that we're wrapping up a little bit, let's go around one more time. We can talk a little bit more about ourselves and what we do. And I'll go last. Let's go. What do we do? We did clockwise starting that way before. Let's do counterclockwise starting that way. So starting with the oh my gosh, I've forgotten everyone's real name immediately. Julian, help me.
DMB.
The DMB.
Right. So yeah, guys, my name is Brandon. I go by the DMB on all of the interwebs. You can find me on the Bird app at the DMB __. Again, I'm also the social media manager, co-owner, event organizer, technical director, and just all around man of many hats. Here at the Bard's Playhouse. So you can also follow us on our official channel on the Bird app at Bard's Playhouse for updates of what's going to be going on here, like this wonderful charity event that we're having. I don't have anything in the works personally right now, so just keep an eye out on Bard's Playhouse Twitter. Do not forget that we still have one more day to go. We are wrapping up day 2 of a very merry Jasper's Game Day event. Tomorrow, we still have 4 wonderful games to go for. First of all, featuring myself as a storyteller in a wonderful holiday-themed Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition game titled Tinsel and Treachery. So if you're down for some vampire holiday magic, make sure you tune in tomorrow at noon EST. And again, we just want to thank everybody for tuning in and donating. Just like Cucumber said, this is all going to a fantastic cause. And I just want every one of you to remember that mental health is important. Please reach out to your friends and family. All of us here at the Bard's Playhouse, especially those on the admin team, are always open and available for our DMs. If you need anything, you can reach out in confidence to us. And remember, you are not a critical failure.
And I think that's my turn now.
That's you.
Yay. Hi, everybody. I'm Steve, also known as Storyteller Steve from over on Vancouver by Night. I am a Jasper's Game Day ambassador. And yeah, we generally do some Vampire the Masquerade. Speaking of vampire stuff over there, we do Hunt of the Reckoning. We've got a D&D game that is tomorrow at 2 p.m. PST. So if you're waiting between games for over here, the Bard's Playhouse, pop over there, say hello to us, see how's it going, and yeah, just follow me on all the social medias at Van City by Night, and I've got a cat.
And the cat.
That's it for me.
Great.
Oh, well, hi, everybody. I'm Angela at Gamer Mista on Twitter and at Mista on Hive, if it ever comes back up. I'm a first responder who was diagnosed with PTSD 3 years ago, and Jasper's Game Day is very close to my heart. And 2 years ago, I started playing in games, and I'm really overwhelmed by the TTRPG community, how kind they are, and I love this because I get to give back, and D&D's helps. It really has, and I just want to say thanks for everyone behind the scenes, and thank you, Cucumber.
No.
Hi, everyone. Again, I'm Sean from Paradise Productions. I'm the creative director over there. We we love Jasper's Game Day over in Paradise. We run some of our own events there. They're raising money. Love coming on to other streams. We have a new show coming soon that we're doing casting for, and a long-term campaign coming up in January, our second campaign on the channel, and many more events throughout the year in 2023. So go ahead and follow us at Paradise Prod. And yeah, I had a blast tonight, everyone. This was so much fun. Great to raise for a good cause. So thank you, everyone.
Absolutely. Hello again, everybody. My name is Renee Beauregard. I am actually one half of a writing duo called Dragon Rock RPG. We can find us on Facebook and Twitter at Dragon Rock RPG, and on Instagram at Dragon Rock RPG Designs. What we do is we create 5e supplements for D&D. So very, very soon, you're going to be able to find on the DMs Guild a new subset of Druid subclasses. You'll be able to play the Circle of Stone, the Circle of Shadow, and the Circle of the Hunt. So if you'd like to know more about those subclasses, stay tuned to our social media pages where we'll be putting that out once those are released. You can also find me at the Red Hair Inn every other Tuesday playing Perrin Hopesinger, a very chaotic bard. And it's a lot of fun over there. We're playing in the DM's homebrew world, and that's very exciting. I am also part of the Initiative Order, who are also Jasper's Game Day ambassadors, so I'm very happy to be here for this event today. And over on the Initiative Order, I am the dungeon referee for the Mythical Melee, because I like to watch my friends fight each other and not have to do anything. The next event for Mythical Melee is currently being decided, but I think, if my memory serves me correct, the theme I might be going with is Mythical Melee Literary Legends. We'll see how that goes, but stay tuned to everything to find out more. Thank you again to everybody for having me, and for Cucumber for doing this fantastic game. It was a wonderful fucking session.
Yeah,
goodness.
Yay.
I guess that's my turn. I'm Michael Wayne. You give me a clip, I'll give you a GIF. I'm mostly in the background of a lot of tabletop RPGs, such as Critical Misses, Black Feather Guild, Persephoroth. Like, I'm generally just in the background doing GIFs for other channels and helping out. If you're wanting to check out me or otherwise, I'm Michael Wayne, MYKALWANE. Because why? I don't have a why because someone else beat me to it. But I'm out there trying to make GIFs like Artesia, which does a lot of great GIFs out there that you might be more well known, or Tabletop RPG GIFs, who does wonderful stuff. Like, it even is like essentially DM Jazzy Hands #1 fan. If you can, go and support, because TTRPG GIFs does wonderful things. They're wonderful Robble Goblin and Robble Goblin mode. So I'm out just trying to support other people. Like, remember, we're all in this together. I'm pulling for you. I'm out there looking for a game. Maybe one day I'll get to play with you.
Love that. Hi, everybody. I'm Cucumber. You can find me all the time at Perception Studio, which is Perception Studio here on Twitch. It's Percept Studio everywhere else because we were not smart about counting our letters. And that happens to the best of us, okay? But we've got all kinds of stuff happening on our channel. We've got talk shows tomorrow morning. We've got a show called Chat Time, where we're going to have our guest, Kelsey Ann Brady, who's the current Crow T robot on MSD3K. So she's coming on to chat and hang with us. She's also, we just know her. She's a friend. And then we also have Perception Check on Wednesday nights, which is our D&D game with the Felted Friends, myself, Chunk, and our buddy Brian, as well as some humans who join us as well. And starting the new year, we're changing a lot of stuff. We're bringing a lot of board game stuff back, and we're bringing a lot of tabletop RPG new shows. We're moving forward and moving on and trying new stuff. Very excited. And thank you all so much for having me. This is, I think, my third or fourth Jasper's event, and I will always make time to do it. It is very close to my heart. If you know me, you know I'm generally an acerbic jerk, but I take this stuff very seriously. It means a lot to me, and thank you for having me. Thank you for playing and letting me be silly with y'all for this particular cause. It means a lot. So, as always, thank you so much. Have a fabulous night. And I think we timed it out well. Holy moly, I'm usually struggling. We did it. Yeah!
Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
I'm like a falling star, I burn alone. I've got a heart without a home. Underneath this empty sky, just waiting for a sign. And it seems to me that gravity has got its hold on me, but I'm about to break free. Mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Oh, mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Like a flare without a spark, a shadow wish into the dark. Far across the galaxy is where I dream to be. And it seems to me astrology has got its